guys are adventuring in the lands of Toivoa. Specifically, you are out here currently near Asatoro in a reliquary of the Josozai, where you have come trying to find the Plaza of the Gods once again. Over the past several sessions, you've managed to make your way through the reliquary and into the caves beyond. Last week, we ended with you guys having defeated several basilisks and are headed deeper. Question becomes, as you guys search for ways and allies and knowledge to stop Vagrodan and the Cervantes, what would you guys like to do?
You said the Cervantes. I'm not familiar with that one.
The Cervantes family is the family in charge of the city of Bourbon. They are the opposition to Sweet August Rose that she has been working against.
Ah, okay, got it.
I'm guessing this is just where their den, those two basilisks.
Yes, sir.
All right. Is there anything around here, or is it just pieces of weird shaped stone?
Weird shaped stones that have been crumbled and chewed upon and then expelled after the fact.
Ew.
Well,
All right.
you ass.
Yeah. Oh, wow. They've been busy.
And that's where I need you guys to pause, as
There's another one.
we're going to go ahead and roll for initiative, as Sweet August Rose needs to make a saving throw.
Yep.
And this is a Constitution saving throw of a DC 17.
Okay, are we still having the group all
Yep.
group all grouped up?
Yeah, go ahead and move
where-
up a bit.
So where is August Rose?
I mean,
So yeah, I would basically put a long string on Rose's belt so they'll get snapped in combat. But if she's trying to move ahead of me,
Sometimes it goes like that. Sometimes Rose gets really excited and runs ahead. Sometimes Amer gets really excited and runs ahead. This kind of depends on the dungeon.
However, it never happens with Brennan or Echo.
yeah,
They-
that's because
range.
they're scaredy cats and they want to stay far away from stuff.
Sounds kind of like Breezy. Will you please walk in front of this corner for me?
Who are you calling a scaredy cat?
I saw,
You from the inside out.
I saw a little kid running around with squeakers in his shoes, so everyone's like squeak, 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 and the mom was able to keep track of where it was. I'm like, man, I wish I could do that to some of my Dungeons and Dragons parties.
All right.
Her staff has those little jingly things on it, but it's like what's his name? Jarl Axel. It rings when she wants to, but when she doesn't want it to ring, it just makes no noise. No
Yep.
magic, just skill, baby.
Cool.
But yeah, I passed the con save.
Yes, sir. So, Testudina Day. We hear an exhalation of surprise from Sweet August Rose. What would you like to do?
I give a long, exasperated sigh. Just holds his shield tight.
Okay.
It's just a basilisk.
As you say, it's just a basilisk. The basilisk is going to rush forwards. And it's going to dash all the way up to there.
Did he fit through there? Oh, just barely.
All right.
Look at him. Look how cute he is. He's like wiggling in that tight tunnel, like he has to get through.
It's Thumberchild the basilisk. Brennan, what would you like to do, sir?
Preferably not turn into a statue again.
That would be unfortunate.
It would be funny though.
We all know you know how to rock.
That's true. My con saves are not my strengths. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Do I see this guy? I do not. Brennan's gonna stay put.
Okay. After Brennan, we
Yeah.
go to Sweet August Rose.
I think you can still see him, Brennan.
Yeah, he's like literally right ahead of her. He's right here.
Yeah,
His vision doesn't extend that far.
yeah, I see. Hold on. Yeah, I only see to right here.
Oh, really? You only have 40 feet of dark vision?
60. He can see,
60.
if there's health bars, he can see them down here, but he cannot see
Oh.
that far.
Oh,
Right.
wow.
Okay,
Oh, yeah. It's right outside 60 feet. Yeah.
I mean, If
No,
it were
that's not-
bigger, there's a solution, but I was going to save that.
Well,
Yeah.
against basilisks, it's probably a good idea. So, like, yeah. All right. So, yeah. Well, I make another con save on my turn? Is
Yes,
it the
sir.
beginning or end of my turn? Okay.
The start of your turn.
Gotcha.
You're
God,
fine.
Close.
Close.
I love diamond souls so fucking much. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Is he filling up the entire hallway?
He is.
How big is he?
He's 10 feet wide.
Chubby boy.
Mechanically, is he a large?
He's a large creature.
So I can't go underneath him.
Correct.
He's not big enough to do that. Okay.
Actually, I think this one is the huge one. He is the huge one. So yeah, you could.
Oh, I could. Okay.
Yep,
Is
you
that
can slide
difficult terrain?
Nope. You just run underneath him.
I forgot what my count was. Shit. Damn it, I forgot.
You were at 30 feet there once you got.
Oh, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. Okay. She is just gonna punch him right in the butt. There we go. Oh, well, she's gonna use the sword. So 1. There we go.
All right, a critical strike.
Her
Very nice.
negging Valerian finally got him to get results.
All right. So you're gonna deal 8. Let's see here. Is that right? Yeah, 18 damage.
Yep, and she'll put a stunning strike on that.
Very well. The Constitution saving throw comes in as a 4. He's stunned.
He fails. Okay. And then, oh, there we go. 2. Almost another crit.
Okay.
And then one more attack with her bonus action, martial arts.
Sure.
And that's it for her turn.
All right. Awesome. After Sweet Iris Rose, we go to Echo Rex. And Echo Rex starts to turn unable to see it, I believe. Yep.
Yeah, he's immune. He's immune anyway.
What would you like to do?
He will go to here.
Yeah, Rose will just call out to the others. It's over here, down the tunnel.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Yep. So he's going to move his hunter's mark over to this one
Vero?
and then hit it with some Eldritch Blast.
Cool.
And there we go.
All right. So 1, 2 hits. 3 hits.
He
4
should
hits.
have advantage.
Yep.
Yep. And that's it.
All right. So it's going to be 8 plus 9, 17. 17 plus 8 would be 25. 25 plus 17 would be 42. 42,
Plus-
the answer for everything.
Yep.
Life, the
He's done.
universe, and everything.
Yes. Anything else, Echo?
No, he's done.
Amer Shastina.
I go invisible as my action.
Okay.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. That's my turn. Actually, my bonus dash. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. There we go. Now it's my turn.
Awesome. Ricard von Karth. Are you within line of sight of it? You can't see it. All right. Go ahead.
Yep, I am. Now?
Nope, you're good. Continue.
I am going to dash as well.
Okay.
And I will end my turn there. That's it.
Awesome. The Fire Elemental.
Okay, the fire elemental is going to dash, and it can squeeze through a space as narrow as 1 inch without squeezing. It has a speed of 50 feet.
Okay.
So, figure out where we. Perfect. It can reach. Testadillo just makes a single claw gesture forward, and you hear this burning Eurobeat as it goes zooming around the corners. I don't have vision on it, but it is just going to stand on the. It is just going to walk right into the basilisk space,
Okay.
which will set it on fire for 1d10 damage.
Okay.
Ooh, 9 fire damage, and done.
Got it. 8, 9. Estradinidae, it's then your turn.
Okay, Testadillo, knowing this is a basilisk, he's just gonna stand his ground, and his head just sinks back down into his shell. So he's just standing there with his arms folded, no head.
Okay.
It takes the dodge action.
Yeah, but at the start of your turn, you are in line of sight of it and can see it. So I do need a con save of a DC 17. Uh-oh.
Oh dear.
All right. Do you got anything to help with that?
Nope.
All right. So you are now restrained as you begin to crystallize. It then becomes his turn. He is stunned. Brennan cannot see it from where he's at because of his limited dark vision, which is proving to be a blessing.
Oh yeah, Twilight Domain.
Yeah.
That's right.
Okay, let's see. Okay. I think I see 15, 15. And where is this guy?
He's over here. She's
Is
on
this
the
some-
Rose
here?
is on the Rose is on the other side of it, so she's gonna be shoot at my voice.
Look for the being made of flame.
Yeah, well, I'm trying to be strategic about it. How many? I've moved 15 already. Okay, I see it. Okay. I will place Hunter's Mark on it.
Meryl?
Let's go. That wasn't Brennan's site. That was the site of a 40-year-old man trying to look at his computer screen.
Some of us know what that means.
Oof.
All right, with the 19, you will hit it. Dealing
Okay.
23 damage.
That was second roll, sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry. You're correct. So, it would have been 29 damage.
Okay.
Got it?
Try again.
Yes, sir. That will also
Okay,
strike
got
it.
him. Spine crit. Nope.
And you're going to deal 15 plus 1 is 16. 16 plus 4 is 20 damage.
Okay. I moved 15, 20. Okay, Brian's gonna end his turn here.
Awesome. Sweet August Rose, you start your turn within line of sight of it, so need a Constitution saving throw. The DC 17.
Ooh, got a reroll. Gonna spend a key point.
Okay.
Eee.
I thought it was a con
There we
save.
go.
You did a charisma.
Oh, whoops! I did. Well, my charisma is worse than my con, and I still pass. So,
Yep. Okay.
actually, what was the DC?
17.
Then I would have because my con save is a +9, so it would have been 17 on the first roll. Would that have
That's fine.
passed?
Yep.
Okay, then I didn't spend the key after all. Okay. She is going to attack the basilisk. So just
Okay.
1, 2. Ooh, that was a bad roll. Wow.
Yep, you still hit, though.
3. Yeah. There we go. That's what I wanted.
Excellent.
1, 2,
And it's dead.
and then with
Before-
pressure,
Before the
He's just
critical
gonna-
strike, it's dead.
she's just gonna just slide under it, punch it in the chest, and burst its heart.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome.
And then she stands up, dusts herself off, and just says, "Is everyone okay?"
And then that's the moment you remember that last week we discussed that the heart blood is what you needed in order to depetrify someone.
Mhm.
And you've burst its heart.
Yeah, she didn't know that he got petrified.
Yep. All right, Echo Rex.
Yeah, Echo's good. We're still in initiative.
Yeah, for the moment.
Oh,
There's a reason.
Oh, I'll move back.
You know,
Okay. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to do anything. I'll just
Okay.
hit something if it shows up.
Cool. Aimer.
Amer's gonna continue to walk forward 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 5, dashing 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I'll go for, I need dash one more time here. 5, 10, 15, 20. I will stop here for the time being.
Well, Ricard Van Karth.
Yeah, I see a health bar. I don't know what that is though.
Those should not have health bars. I don't know why they have health bars. One moment.
That's why Amer didn't say anything. He ignored it because I don't think it should have health bars.
No, those should not have health bars. All right, Ricard.
Just moving up next to Aimer here. I'll dash to here, and I'll have my turn there.
Okay. The Fire Elemental.
Without instructions, it holds still.
Cool. Test your
I'd like my
unity.
Coatl to take an action.
Yeah.
I'd like for him to crawl up onto the hardening tested today and class bless.
Okay. Awesome.
Makes sense.
So you have Bless at the start of your turn, Test your unity. Each roll a Constitution saving throw. You are fine as you break free of the petrification.
Oh wow!
Plus out of it, dungeon soup style.
Yep. Cool. And with
And
that,
he is going to.
catch up.
Oh, right about it.
Oh wow, he has a plus 11 con. That's pretty good.
Yeah, the fact that he failed the first one was
It's kind of
a
incredible.
rarity.
Yeah.
Yeah, resilient in Constitution is like a must-have for clerics.
And paladins.
Mm-hmm.
I miss Marstonis with his 14 con save.
Well, tested today gives a little tiny fist to tiny fist bump with his Coatl as it crawls back into the nape of his neck as he yells out, "Guys, let's let the fire elemental go first, eh?"
That's boring.
I don't think we go.
I like boring.
Yeah, this. I believe this is the more tunnel with more bugs are around that.
Yeah,
corner. Yeah.
I think so, Rose. You don't see him. I don't think you have see invisibility, but you just hear Amer talking. From
Yeah.
somewhere.
Yeah. So
Let's get Brendan to catch up. One sec, guys.
never.
Brendan is very far behind the party.
I was in initiative still. See, are we still in
No,
initiative?
you guys
Counting-
can exit initiative
Where's-
for the moment.
Okay.
It would be great
Yeah.
if Roll20 had an option like a DM could draw on the map and all players can move their token to within that area on the map for catch-up stuff.
Never.
As far as a line where we could just
Okay.
prevent.
I can
stuff from happening.
I can never be contained.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
Amer's
parties
the same
tend to
thing.
go really quick.
Yeah,
If you
Amer's
guys
the
wanna-
same thing.
If you guys want to move on up, you can.
Tested
That
today
way.
says, "Guys, south stuff."
No.
No, don't go
worry
that
about
way. This way.
Halt
Oh.
is
Oh.
heard throughout the halls. The people who are behind can catch up as they so desire.
Everyone's
Yeah.
still moving.
That's what I mean. I'm just kind of waiting. I'm with the group now.
You don't get to move any further.
Well, I was just getting a better angle because it's kind of weird to talk to someone peeking around a corner like that. I was just gonna stand right in front of her.
Oh no, she sees
And you guys are all. I say, "Guys, stop!" and you guys run all the way around the corner from where I am.
Sweet August Rose was already behind the
We're
corner.
on catch-up mode. Okay, guys. Should we bring up
Guys,
the
there was
Amer Taki? Those are not ads up there. The guys with health bars should not have health bars. There's more statues.
Hello.
Halt.
Should we set up the Amer Taki?
Who are you?
Yeah, it's a good idea.
Well, someone's talking somewhere.
I'm Sweet August Rose of the Nightshade Monastery.
Why are you here?
Oh, I'd like to visit Ushu again.
The way is blocked. You cannot enter.
On whose authority?
Lady Frost's.
Well, considering the last time I saw her, we threw her down that hole, I don't respect that authority.
That is a shame. I do not wish to kill you, but
Then you can leave.
I will if I have to.
Unfortunately, it looks like you have wings, so we can't dispose of you the same way we did Frost.
The woman looks at you with a bit of disdain.
Can we get a picture of this, Eric?
Yeah, you can do a picture of this. Absolutely.
So, yeah. Are you a servant of Imkale?
No, she wouldn't be a servant of Inkale.
Well, that's the thing. I'm trying to bait out what her beliefs are.
As she looks at you, I serve where I am summoned.
Oh,
Turn
are you
back.
bound?
Turn back.
Did they bind you here against your will?
No.
The Joseph.
Turn back. I will warn you once more.
I turn.
I'm gonna move my draconic mark to her.
Okay.
Echo. I'm just gonna be like.
Uh,
I'm just gonna whisper to Echo. Echo, can't you just banish her?
Well, that's what I was about to do. I'm already on it. I'm going to use my my once a day proc for 2 spell points, and then I'm
Okay.
going to convert spell points into a 4th level spell and banish.
Okay.
At DC 22.
All right. DC 22 banishment. That is a charisma saving throw, correct?
Yes.
All right.
I mean, well, let me check.
I'm pretty sure it is.
Yes.
All right. So with a charisma saving throw, she got a 26. and
Yeah, I'll still rebarb that.
okay.
Aw,
Your silver
I like her.
barbs results
I feel like she's a badass.
a 23.
Nice.
So I need you guys to please roll for initiative as the
Wow,
surprise
it
round is over.
It was worth a shot.
It was worth a shot. I rolled
I mean, yeah.
really well.
Yeah,
I
didn't really
can't.
want to fight her, but
Well, I'm just so like I wonder if she is a servant of the fake Imkale or the real Imkale, or is she just a neutral party that they bound to do
This
this?
isn't really a fake MKL. There's a lie and an
Well,
MKL.
Well, from my understanding is that there's a fake
knockoff.
Imkale. Yeah, there's a fake Imkale who's diverting worship. Is from what I think is happening.
We were told it was some sort of demonic force, actually.
Yeah, like it's something that's basically tricking people into worshiping. But she doesn't look very demonic, so
Yeah, me as a player knows more than Aimer does.
yeah.
there's a lot of resources on that.
Oh, it's fine.
Yeah,
Well, we can
we
take a
got it.
break. We can take a break down there.
All right. Test your dinner day.
I rolled a 23, so
Oh, for some reason it didn't update before that. There we go.
there we go.
Miss Rose.
I'm sorry about this. You seem really lovely, but we have to get through. So I am going to hit her. 1. That probably missed.
A 21 to hit. Does hit. And she's going to use a reaction,
Okay.
her first of the round, to go ahead and parry that with her sword.
Ah. A fellow parrier, I see. And then I'm going to do again.
Okay?
That probably misses.
It does.
And then I'm going to flurry of blows.
Okay?
There we go. That's more like it.
A 32 does hit. And you will deal 12 bludgeoning damage, cut down to 6 as she is resistant.
I'm going to attempt to stunning strike her.
She will not need to make the saving throw as she is immune to being stunned.
Yep. Figured as much. Just checking. And then I'm going to continue with my last punch.
Okay?
Sorry, I just like the music. This is
I'm
one of my
glad.
favorite comic films. Oh, here we go.
I am in the process of
Nice.
expanding the combat playlist.
That's what I like to see.
Uh-oh.
Crusher.
Crusher is in effect. Everyone has advantage.
Yep. So that's going to deal 24 damage.
So, considering there's not really that much room
Oh,
in this
cut in
little
half.
tunnel, I imagine it's Rose is does a flurry of blows, and the lady does she have a sword? I guess
She does have a sword, yes.
yeah, parries it. She's an angel with her own martial might, but Rose just snaps a kick and blows her defenses wide open, and now everyone has advantage.
Awesome. Cool.
And that's it for her turn.
After your turn, she is going to go ahead and use her first legendary action and stab at you for stabbing at her.
Yeah,
She's
call me Ahab. Just go for it.
whack.
Or I guess I wouldn't be Ahab in this situation. I would probably be the whale.
Well, that's what you get for fighting the establishment.
There we go. A 27 to hit you.
That you know what? I'm going to use my own reaction to right back at her, parry her blow.
Awesome. Cool. That's her legendary action.
Uh-huh.
We then go to Testudinidae.
Oh, and the fire elemental has an 18 on initiative, so it doesn't have a sheet.
Correcting.
Okay, Testudinidae is just going to give a long sigh, hold up his holy omelet, and say, "Twiddly-dee, twiddly-doo, make these guys not turn to goo," and invoke Twilight Sanctuary.
Okay.
Just very done with the party's like, let's punch it.
My
Awesome.
favorite sanctuary.
Hey, we tried to get rid of her.
Yeah.
All
Well, you
right.
said hold up my omelet. You mean amulet, right?
Yeah.
You didn't? Did you hold up an omelet and say,
That would have been
Oh.
awesome. I need to do it like an Eric Okra cleric that holds up omelets. That would be great.
My holy symbol's an omelet.
yeah, yeah.
All right.
And he is going to bonus action cast Sanctuary.
Okay. On himself, I assume?
Yes, on himself.
Okay.
Find the spell. And done.
All right. And that's a 30-foot aura, correct?
Correct.
All right. After Testudinidae, we go to the fire elemental.
Fire elemental with just a whooshing sound is going to move. And I don't have vision on it, so I can't quite tell how to precisely move it here, but I guess this is about here.
Yep.
Going to set it on fire and then make 2 attacks.
It is immune to fire.
It is going to Shadow Punch
Okay.
and do nothing.
Cool. After,
Stands there illuminating it.
sure. Aimer Shestina.
Well, Amro will bonus action Blade Song,
Okay.
and then part of me want to do something, but I know I'm not gonna do that, or I'm not gonna be able to pull that one off. So we'll just we'll walk up because we have advantage,
Yes, sir.
and we will Booming Blade.
Cool.
We'll see how this turns out.
And that's a
crit.
critical strike. Uh-oh. So what's that? 145?
Yeah, 145.
Okay. Yes, sir. Shestina.
Justina. I'm gonna get that sound clip one day.
Yeah, you're gonna have
One
like
day.
you need to get it some way to have choral trumpets just following you around. So every time you do the stab, that riff plays.
All right, Amer's gonna hire a band just to follow him around.
Mm-hmm.
They'll probably die a lot, but that is my economy at this moment. I want to let Ricard in though. Well, Amer thinks that the angel already swung and used an opportunity attack on Rose, so he thinks I'm gonna pull back
Okay.
just because that's what Amer would think
Sure.
and provoke if there is another attack.
There is.
Yep. Do we know about legendary actions in character, or is that just a meta
This
thing?
this isn't legendary action. This is NPC combat reflexes.
Yep.
Yeah.
And so
Uh,
you will be struck, I believe, with the 26.
Hold on. 20. Ooh, that is on point. I must use a shield scroll
Very well.
as my reaction. So I have no reaction now.
Cool. Then,
That's my turn.
cool. At the end of your turn, I will use a legendary action to sneeze. Goodness.
Bless you.
Thank you. And I will swing at Sweet August Rose using the legendary action.
Yeah.
24 to strike you.
That misses. There's a charisma save attached to that roll. Like, do we have to roll for something?
No,
Of the
not yet.
dance.
Okay, just checking. But yeah, it's 24 misses.
I have not struck you with it yet.
And remember, ending your turn in this area, you get 22 temp HP.
Yep.
Oh, that's right. Oh wait, you started it after my turn, so I don't. So, but Aimer does. Yeah.
Okay. So, as the angel is going to reveal itself to be a celestial being, it will flash with radiant light. And it's going to cause all of you who can see it to make a wisdom saving throw with DC 22 or be paralyzed until the end of your next turn.
Oh, that's nasty. That's nasty. Ooh, wow, I didn't roll good. I will use a key point to re-roll that.
I rolled 2 and 3. I'll use my inspiration on that one.
Okay.
Okay, when I rolled a 2 and 3.
There we go.
Oh god, I still failed it. So
All right. So, Sweet August Rose, you are not paralyzed. However, Ricard and Aimer both are.
yeah,
I believe
believe
Testunidae can see it, and Echo Rex can see it as well as Brennan.
I'm not
believe
sure if I
Rickard
can
has,
see it.
freedom of
Is
movement
that
on
it?
him.
That is
I-
it, yes.
Oh, okay. I didn't
Yeah.
see it.
So, Ricard
Oh,
still
that's
has
Okay.
Ricard still has
Is that
freedom of
celestial or-
movement on him, but I
Okay.
don't know if it should have lasted this long or not.
Freedom
Oh,
movement
yeah,
lasts
that's 8 hours.
8 hours, so you are not
Fantastic.
affected.
Yeah, and the rod
You're
the
welcome.
rod makes Echo immune.
Immune to paralyzation? Awesome.
that's why I was using the rod for a little
Yeah.
while before I gave it
Oh,
back
yes.
to Echo.
Blind, charm, deafen, frighten, petrification, and stun.
Okay. Well, with that, she is going to move forward to the paralyzed Aimer. And we're going to attack paralyzed Aimer twice with my Blade of Judgment
Aimer's AC is still 31, so just so you're
Yep.
aware.
while paralyzed.
Well paralyzed.
I'm not Yeah, didn't someone just go to
Yes. yes.
Finger 11,
Someone
yeah.
did.
The second swing here is going to be an 18. Goodness
Wow, she
gracious.
Wow.
Rolled as bad as me. I
1,
rolled a
2,
2
3,
and a 3.
4. Goodness.
Wow.
All right. Fine. That's
I mean-
all she can do, man. The dice might tell a story.
It's a sword of judgment, and Aimer does not feel the weight of his sins, so it makes sense that it
It
wouldn't
does.
work on
Yeah. Yeah, it makes sense.
Goodness gracious. He's paralyzed. I still can't hit the freaking. All right. Brennan.
I think Brennan's paralyzed.
Okay. Brennan is paralyzed until the end of his turn. Awesome. Ricard von Karth has freedom of movement and cannot be paralyzed.
Okay, Ricard is going to run along the wall behind Aimer here, give him a little scruff of his hair as he's going by. And I'm going to be on the wall on this side of her.
Okay. Because you can spider climb.
And I will just going to swing 3 times.
You still advantage. So,
Because of Crusher, not because of Aimer.
yeah, because of Crusher.
All right. So you will deal, and this is one-handed, correct?
Correct.
All right. So that's going to be 16 plus 14 is 30. 30 plus 12 will be 42 damage.
Pretty good.
Okay.
And I believe that's it for my turn.
Awesome. At the end of your turn, she's going to use a legendary action to smash Aimer.
Oh, there we go.
Okay. Aimer, that's going to be a critical strike.
I'll
yeah,
still
I get-
reverb that, please.
Aw.
Okay.
He deserves it a little bit.
He kind of does deserve it a little bit, but yeah, that's going to be
Well,
too
see,
much.
here's the problem. It hasn't been your turn yet, Echo, and you used your silvery barbs on the banishment.
I used my silvery barbs on the surprise round.
Okay. I'll go with that. That's fine.
I mean, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong.
Yeah,
I mean,
you haven't recharged your thing because it hasn't been your turn yet.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yep. So Yep.
Buckle up, Aimer.
Amber, you're going to suffer 15 plus 48. 15 plus 48 would be 63. 63 plus 19 would be 81 damage.
Ooh, ow.
82 damage. As you suffer 82 points of damage, I need you to roll a charisma saving throw, or on your next turn you can either move or take an action, but not both.
I can't do anything on my next turn anyway. I'm paralyzed.
Okay. So,
Oh, I thought end of your next turn.
Right.
Yeah.
So, you are struck
So now
for a walloping ton.
You're double paralyzed.
Yeah, but the temp HP should have taken the edge off that.
Yep.
I mean, and then I also had 8 still, so I mean, I'm still at 125.
Yeah, we're fine.
He's
hurts.
fine.
I
All
wouldn't
right.
be fine.
You wouldn't be fine.
No, I wouldn't be fine.
Okay.
So the way I like to imagine it is, Aimer has his shield spell up. I don't know what that looks like for him when he casts shield, but the angel smites him twice and bounces off it, and then the third one hits so hard he gets buried into the stone a little bit as the shield just
Aimer's shield
Stone
literally
cracks.
looks like when it procs and they hit it and it blocks. It's literally a blue image of him flipping 2 birds off to block the assault.
All right.
So you just made her mad, and the third hit was just pure anger.
Yes, that is typical Aimer. That's how he rolls.
Echo Rex. It's now your turn, sir.
Okay, so Echo is. That's just going to be boring. I'm going to do the same old thing, I think.
Okay.
I mean, I could run up and smack her, but yeah, I think this is. So he's going to do an Eldritch Blast.
Okay. And these are with advantage because of Crusher and having allies there. So that's going to be 8 plus 4 is 12. 12 plus 5 is 17. 17 plus your d6s would be a total of 33 points of damage, sir. As pow pow pow.
Wow, you got max damage on the Draconic Invocation.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, no, you
Yeah.
didn't. I'm sorry.
I got close. Yeah.
Yeah. It's not D4, it's D6. Duh.
Yeah,
Ignore me.
I got 4 4s. Yeah.
I don't know
Wow.
what math is. How do numbers work? I don't know.
I need a good bonus action. I don't have a good bonus action. There's not many cantrips.
Oh,
that will do a
because
bonus.
Draconic Invocation isn't a great bonus action.
Yeah, it is. It's pretty good, but you only do it once, But yeah, Echo's done.
Okay. Miss Rose. At the end of... actually, I need to use my legendary action before we go to your turn. So,
Go for it.
How many hit points is that tested in today? Tilt.
22.
Say again?
22. 22 temp.
All right, we're going to try to... Goodness. I got to whack Aimer, because if I can hit him, it's a crit.
That is.
All right.
Well,
Now would you like to use Silvery Barb's Echo Rex?
Yeah, for some reason I'm gonna
You gonna?
hate it. Yeah, I got it.
Okay. So who would you like
Roll
to grant your D20 to?
I'm gonna grant it to Rose since she's up next.
Okay. The Silvery Barbs results in a 31, because I have advantage because you're paralyzed. So,
I thought does that not work with Pulsar Bars? I thought it was just the next D20.
oh, you're
roll.
correct. You're right.
Oh.
So it's
Yeah.
21.
Yeah.
Disregard. 21.
Yep.
You're right.
Yeah, that is correct.
You're correct.
Yeah,
So,
so the same with me rolling with advantage.
no, you're fine.
Or inspiration, I mean, yeah.
All right.
Ooh.
So, Sweet August Rose. It's so rare that I get to paralyze you guys at all.
Yeah, I rolled a 2, a 3, and then I used my inspiration, still got a 9. Like, I have a +9 will save.
Mm-hmm.
An advantage. I should hit that normally.
So she's an angel, so she probably has true sight. I think she's too big for me to grapple. What's her size?
She is huge.
That's bigger than large, I believe.
Indeed.
So. Yeah, so I don't think I could grapple her. Can't grapple her, can't blind her, can't stun her. So I think the only thing I can really do is keep punching her or keep attacking. Just none of my tricks work. I need to come up with more tricks. Yeah, like because none of them work on her. And when it comes to straight up like pop, 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 pop.
Yeah,
and
monks are basically countered by angels. It's kind of the way it goes.
or as and things that aren't from this plane, like things with true sight and stun immunity and all that stuff. Yeah, I'll just attack. And I believe advantage is gone at the wait. unless
Nope,
I
it
move
lasts
here.
until the end of your next turn.
Oh, that's right. Well, first, I am going to shove Aimer. Unfortunately, sorry. I just want to get you out of her melee range. So can I do that as a free action, or do I have to use an attack to
It's
shove
your
him?
movement to move him. Because
Oh,
he's
well, then I
not
can.
petrified, he's paralyzed.
Yes. Well, then I will pick him up and just move a little bit. I'll take the attack of opportunity on myself.
Not yet, you won't. You're still in reach.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll
There
do
you
it
will.
again. There, okay.
As she will swing that sword at you. A 29 to strike you.
That will not hit me because I'm going to use my reaction to parry because I'm at 28 plus 3 right now is 32.
Okay.
So I parry that barely. And I'm just going to move Aimer like right there. Maybe right there. So just put him right there.
Okay.
And then I'm going to go back in. So that was 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. Yeah, it's well within my movement. And then I'm going to attack.
Okay.
1, 2. And I will flurry of blows.
All right. The third one misses,
4.
and the fourth one hits. All right. So you're going to deal.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Sorry, second one missed. So,
Well, do I only get 3 attacks because I used 1 attack to pick up Aimer?
no, you're
or
fine.
To grapple him?
You're
Okay.
fine. So it was the second attack that missed completely.
Yeah.
But you hit 3 times. Dealing 31 plus 13 for a total of 44 damage.
And I believe that is it for my turn.
Okay. We then go to its legendary action, which is to smash either you or Ricard, because it doesn't care about the fire elemental at all. 1d2.
Bum, ba-dum, bum, 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 bum.
All right. Sweet August
Remember the
Rose.
22 temp HP.
Yep.
Oh, right. 22 and 10 HP.
Sweet August Rose, a 25 won't hit you.
No.
I should just put remember your temp HP on my freaking soundboard.
All right. Test your dinner day.
Well, as the fire elemental is putting up a fierce showing, but not doing very effective, he snaps his fingers to dismiss it, and uses his concentration to cast protection from good and evil on Aimer.
Okay.
Oh, good. That stops me from having to do it next time when I have an action. I appreciate that. Thank you.
Awesome.
That is legit one of the best spells in the game. It's honestly, I don't understand how it's a level 1 spell. It's so good.
It's really
Is that
good
right?
if you're facing off against the list. If you're not facing off against the list, if your campaign doesn't use them, it's worthless.
I mean, it's a broad list.
Yes.
Yeah, Mage Order Celestials have like the equivalent like protection from mortals.
Mm-hmm. All right. Anything else,
And
sir?
Tessa's in a still clearing a bit of char from that brilliance is gonna just slide around the corner.
Okay.
And done.
Sweet. I will then use another legendary action. And we are going to target Sweet August Rose yet again. A 29 to strike you.
That hits me by 1. So
You will
yeah.
suffer 46 points of damage.
Ouchie. 46.
And need to make a charisma saving throw with DC 22, or have to choose between an action or a movement on your turn.
Charisma saving throw. Ooh, no.
You will
I
have
am
to
not.
choose.
I'm not going to reroll that. So
Okay.
yeah.
All right. Then we go to Aimer Shestina, who is paralyzed until the end of his turn.
Not anymore. Woo, I'm not paralyzed anymore.
Okay.
That's the end of my turn. I dance at the end of my turn. That's it.
Do a jig. Awesome.
Yeah.
And she will use yet another legendary action because she gets one at the end of each turn.
Yeah, that's fine.
And this is going to strike Ricard. Uh-oh. Ricard. A critical strike's headed your way.
I cannot see you do anything about that.
That it is.
I got-
That
I got-
it is.
I got moved too far.
All right.
Ooh, that
At
looks
least
like
it's
an
not a
ugly
member
one,
of the
too.
party doing it.
Actually, hold on a minute. Silver bar. Actually, I can because I can see the angel.
Okay.
Distract the targeting creature. I'm sorry, you
Oh.
distract the triggering creature and turn its momentary uncertainty into encouragement for another creature. Hold on. The triggering creature must reroll. So sometimes I can see the attacker, I can do it, and I can see right there.
Okay.
So I will use silver barbs.
All right. The silvery barbs results in just the first number here, a 33 to strike Ricard.
That's not a crit.
Oof.
Ooh, it was close. So that was a 19.
All right.
-3 from the piercing damage, so 43 damage.
Correct. All right.
Proud of myself, guys. I keep on remembering my heavy armor master now.
Yep. It's good. All right. That's her legendary action at the end of Aimer's turn. It then becomes her turn. And we're going to try to recharge the revelation, which she gets back on a 5 or a 6 on a d6. 1d6. She got it back. She will use the revelation once again. Anyone who can see her needs to make a wisdom saving throw with DC 22 or be paralyzed.
Me and my big mouth.
Sweet Rose saves. Echo and Ricard are immune. Brennan is once again paralyzed.
Oh, I'm sorry.
And
Man,
Aimer is not.
I rolled better that time. Okay.
I'm sorry, Brennan. Poor Brennan.
Brennan has
Oh, wow. This is going to hurt. Hey, Ricard, duck. It's coming.
Wait, I thought it was jump. It's a duck
She
or is it
moves
jump?
5 feet southwards to the one paralyzed person. And she's going to swing twice at Brennan.
This is gonna hurt.
Oh, this is going to hurt. Yeah, it's going to hurt.
I don't
And
think I can.
there
I
are
don't
no
think I can
silvery
stop
barbs available here.
it.
Well,
Yeah.
remember,
Yeah,
you got your
we're
temp
out.
HP at least.
Yep.
I don't think 2 crits. I don't think it's gonna do much.
Brennan does a 33 strike you.
33 strikes, yes.
All right, so that's going to deal 15 plus 48, which would be 63. 63 plus 30 would be 93 damage.
Okay.
I tested it today. You're going to have to clean up this mess here in a minute.
Uh-huh.
It's going to be a mess on the floor.
The second swing here from the angel is going to be a 32, and that's going to deal 18 plus 48. 18 plus 48 would be 66. 66 plus 25 would be 91 damage.
Ouch.
So altogether, it's 184.
Yes, sir. I believe that leaves you at 1 hit point, right?
It leaves me with the temp HP. It leaves me with 20.
So the
Hey.
temporary hit point saves you by 2.
Incredible.
Wow.
All right. That is the extent of her turn. And Brendan's paralyzed.
Yep.
Which means at the end of Brendan's turn, she's going to take a legendary action.
Man, what a jerk.
And she's going to attack Brennan. And she's going to critically strike Brennan. And the damage is... We could roll it up, but it's going to knock you unconscious.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, so Brennan falls unconscious as the sword of judgment falls upon him. All right, and then we go to Ricard von Karth. She has not left your reach.
Just gonna slide right here and swing away.
Okay. And that's going to hit, dealing 28 plus 11. 28 plus 11 is 39 damage.
Does the first one hit? I don't know if I have advantage here, do I?
I don't think so.
No, you
That's-
wouldn't. I'm sorry. So that would
That was
not
all
hit.
good.
Okay, got it.
Yeah, so I think I only hit on 2 of those.
And she'll use a
and-
reaction to parry the last one.
Jeez, I don't know if Ricard knows that Brennan is down. Can't see him from here.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah, that's it for my turn.
Echo Rex.
Echo.
At the end of Ricard's turn, I have to take a legendary action. And I'm going to use my Blade of Judgment on the dying form of Brennan.
Okay, she wants to play dirty. All right.
Brennan, you suffered 2 death saving throws.
What's his? No, wait a minute. His AC's bumped by 2 because of the aura.
I know his
What's your
AC is not
AC,
23.
Brennan?
Yeah, he has a pretty low AC for us.
Oh, does he?
Yeah.
I think it's only like 20 or something. Let me see.
Yeah, it's 19.
Brett, yeah.
Oh,
So,
Okay.
Brennan, you've been granted inspiration by Tech Viking.
I think it's a little.
Okay.
Late. I think it's a little late for that. It'll help with the saving throw.
All right, Echo. Brennan is dying. Should it make it to the end of your turn without resuscitating him, it's likely that the angel will swing down and kill him.
yeah. So I guess I just used my. Yeah, I'm not sure how to do this. I don't have any healing. What do I have? Well, I have a potion. Let me see what I got.
Or you could move him.
Yeah, I could try to move him. I can do that, and then let's do. Yeah, let's give him superior. Give him an unstable. Nah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now that's Eric is infamous. Do it.
Yeah, do it. I don't have that. I'll give him a greater healing potion. Here we go.
Okay.
So he get 15 back.
You are conscious once again, Brennan, but still paralyzed. Oh, no.
I will
You're not paralyzed
drag-
at the moment. Go ahead.
I'm going to drag him back.
Where are we going?
I can only go half my movement.
Correct.
So we're going here. So he should end up right here next to Aimer.
Sure.
And I'm done.
All right. So, after Echo Rex, oh, man. She's going to use one of her other legendary actions, and she is going to use her Flash Step, and she's going to teleport to here. So, Sweet August Rose.
Okay. Rose is just gonna say, okay, enough of that. Now that she saw Brennan actually go down, she's gonna start going anime mode a little bit. She is going to use the Potion of Growth as a bonus action that she's had on her belt for like 50 episodes.
Yep.
So let me just display. So she's gonna bonus action that and get bigger. And I
Okay.
believe this makes me big enough to grapple her.
It does.
Yep. So I am going to take a step forward and. Do I have advantage on the roll with flanking, or is this too
No, too
off kilter?
Too off kilter. Sorry.
Yeah, okay. All right, just checking. I'm going to attempt to grab her.
Okay. So you got a 32. She's got a 20. So you grabbed a hold of her.
There's
Very
not
nice.
there's not a lot of room in here, but so the way I imagine it is she's facing the other party members, and I'm going to move her over here, which I think is within the rules as written.
Yep.
So the way I imagine it is she gets behind her and just does a suplex, and then this is the roll to see if she's prone.
Ricard just lets out a whistle after seeing this maneuver.
No, oh wait, I still pass. I think because we don't do the
Not in this
instant,
group.
Victor. Yeah.
So
Automatic
she's
victory.
prone.
So yeah, I just suplex her and put her over here, and she's prone now, right in front of Ricard.
Somewhere in
And she's-
Ricard's mind, he hears his mother. She would make a great wife.
So that was my bonus action and my attack actions. So I believe I am out of economy at this point.
Awesome.
But she is grappled and restrained, or not restrained, grappled and prone.
Right. So she's going to use another legendary action to
Oh,
flash
she-
step.
Oh, she could keep doing it. Boo.
Yep. She gets a legendary action at the end of each of your turns.
She didn't move out of my space, so she's still grappled, or
Nope. She teleported out of your grip. She is no longer
Okay.
grappled, and she is standing.
fine. buoy. It was worth a shot.
Yep, and no, it was cool. It was very, very cool.
Hold on, is that if any teleport? So if I'm prone grappled like that, if I teleport, am I also standing?
Yeah.
Or is that a special thing for her?
No, it depends on if you decide to teleport to standing.
Okay, I wasn't sure, so I wanted to ask.
22 HP.
No, you can teleport to
I've done
standing.
Misty Step. Yeah, I've done Misty Step that way.
Yep.
Okay. I was not aware, so I wanted to confirm.
Oh yeah, teleport to standing is absolutely strong.
Yep.
That's
Yeah,
why Misty
I've been
Step
doing
is great. Is you Misty Step to standing and then you move.
Yeah, Rose has done that several times. She's gotten grappled. It's not Misty Step, but it's her Shadow Step.
Right.
And she escapes grapples all the time.
Oh, grapple, yes. I mean, going from prone to standing. That's what I was more saying.
Yep. Yep. Teleport to standing. All right. So test your dinner day.
I can't quite see the health bars because of my color blindness. About how badly wounded does she look?
She's at a third of her health.
Oh, okay. You know what? Test day. I think we're good. He's going to maintain his protection from good and evil on Aimer, and on Brennan, he is going to. No, I don't have any direct cure spells, so I'm taking the dodge action.
Okay. Cool. As you still have Sanctuary and the dodge action, I will take my legendary action and smash at Brennan.
Ugh,
He's prone,
dang.
a 27 to hit Brennan
Yep.
for 21 points of damage.
Remember, your AC is too higher in the aura.
He has
it
that's
doesn't-
21.
That'd be 21.
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's an archer.
All right.
Yeah.
Does that knock you unconscious once again?
Yep. Brennan's down again.
All right. Then we go to Aimer Shastina.
Well,
I mean, take her
Wow.
out. You're all wanting to still kill. This is the time to do it.
yeah, I don't have flanking with Rose, right?
Correct.
It's a weird angle, so I didn't think so. So, bonus action, steady aim.
Okay. Granting
And
yourself
then we'll-
elven accuracy.
Yep.
You need a crit here.
Well, let's see what the dice say.
Nope.
Nope. Give me a 63.
You will deal
But not a crit.
63 points of damage to her.
Well, let's see. I can't. Well, I haven't done this yet today, so we're gonna do this. I am going to. I don't think I have. Hold on. Well, did I use it? I have so many stupid abilities. Features and traits, class features.
Also, would her attacking other people next to you trigger your sentinel if she attacks Brennan on your next turn?
Yes, I just didn't have my reaction up.
Okay. So
I'm
yeah,
gonna use
don't-
my
don't
bonus
use your
action to action surge,
Okay.
and I'm going to attempt to hit her.
Did you just steady aim though?
Yes, I'm not gonna have advantage on it, but I'll have an
Action
attack.
Surge does not affect bonus action.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, I can't move still, but I can make another swing. So I don't get just a regular swing. This is where I need the money. So I need the money. Come on, dice. Come on, dice.
letting our
Alright.
inner gambling addicts out.
31 damage.
31 points of damage. All right. Cool. Anything else, sir?
Nope, that's all I got.
All right. She will swing upon the prone and dying form of Brennan.
And that's when I'm gonna hit her again, or attempt to hit her.
Okay.
Wait, 21. She
misses-
missed.
He misses Brennan.
Wow.
Oh, but
Yeah.
I still get to make an
Wow.
attack. Come on, big
Yes,
money.
sir.
Come on, big money.
Give.
This
You
is
know
a
what?
straight roll, and
I
you
will
never
spend my, I
want
will
it.
spend my inspiration to let him re-roll that. That was the one that someone gave me.
Very well.
Yeah, she gets another swing.
So inspiration is a
Oh,
14. That will miss.
What are the four?
The dice want to tell a story.
So it has to be like that.
All right.
Oh man.
Well, that may have saved Brennan. Perhaps.
Oh, you guys can still silvery barbs, I think, because it's your turns have refreshed now.
So-
but
All right. Aimer, you've been granted inspiration by the chat as it becomes their turn. And I'm going to start off by attempting to recharge the revelation once again.
where to God, she rolls another 6.
1d6, a 4. She did not get that back.
Ooh, close.
But then I'm going to attempt to attack Brennan twice. The first swing will miss.
Ooh,
Unfucking believable.
I know. Yeah,
The second swing against Brennan here
you got a plus 14 to hit.
will be a 27. Brennan, you will fail 2
Yeah.
death saving throws.
No, I'm going to silvery barbs that one.
You're going to silvery barbs this one? Okay. Silvery
Yeah, brother,
barbs
You're eating up
means-
a lot of first level spells, dude.
I know. This is only the straight roll for this roll.
Ooh, ooh.
So it's a 27. Brennan's going to fail 2 death saving throws.
I just want to, because I don't think this actually had come up in our campaign before. If you are on death saving throws and you pop back up and then you go back down, do you keep the death saving throws you had before,
No.
or do they just completely reset?
They reset.
No, they refresh.
Oh, okay. Ooh,
Yeah.
okay. Okay. Oh, okay. That's
Yep. So Brennan's currently at 2 failed death saves. And
Basically, the grim specter of death is standing behind the ethereal plane, getting blue-balled over and over again.
and then she ends her turn. Brennan, make a death saving throw or die.
I think he has inspiration, so he can.
He
reroll
does.
That. Yeah.
Okay.
And she will use a legendary action at the end of your turn, but that's a success. And then she's going to swing at the end of your turn.
Damn it. this bitch. I think Aimer still has his reaction.
No, he just used
Oh,
it.
no, he
I
used
tried,
it.
to,
Shit.
I tried to sentinel and rolled a 1 and a 4.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
He uses your reaction. Shit, I don't think we can
Yeah.
stop this.
Well, at least he's got 3 more saves, but I mean,
He hasn't popped up.
He hasn't popped
Yeah, no,
out.
if she
Oh,
hits
that's
him,
right.
if she hits him, he's
that's
dead.
right. One and he's down. That's
Yeah.
right.
All right. The roll comes in as
Yeah, he's dead.
Brennan dies. All right. Cool. So after Brennan, we go to Ricard. You see this angel slashing down upon Brennan multiple times.
I see you're chopping into darkness. I can't see that far,
Yeah.
but I'm gonna run along the wall here, and then I'll see Brennan's corpse there, and I'm gonna start swinging away.
Okay. All right. And you will hit all 3 times because you're flanking with Aimer there. So that's going to be 29 plus 15. 29 plus 15 would be 44. Okay.
Hey, I forgot to do this before, but I'm gonna try to frighten her.
All right. She's immune to being frightened.
Yeah, I figured.
Yep. But you got to try.
And yep, that's it for my turn.
All right. At the end of your turn, she's going to swing at Aimer because she notices that Aimer's shield is down.
Aimer's shield is indeed down.
Aimer, you are going to
We'll
get
get hit.
struck for 35 damage, sir.
Yeah.
All right.
He's down.
Echo Rex.
He's down.
Yeah. So I think Echo kind of steps over Brennan's body, and he's trying to protect Brennan a little bit more, and he's going to use the Staff of the Redeemer, and he's going to Booming Blade and hit her
Okay.
with it.
Sure. And you have advantage on this. And unfortunately, quarterstaffs don't work really well, but this one appears to have fixed it. Awesome. So, two-handed right?
Yeah.
All right, so you will deal two-handed 8. We ignore the radiant damage. 8 plus 12. Okay, so 8 plus 12 is 20 damage. plus
and another
6.
6.
And you will smite this angel, and she will pop out of existence.
Excellent.
That's
Yeah, I like
wait.
the visual of that. Echo's kind of pissed off, and he's not gonna turn to spells this time. He wants to hit something physically, so he steps up with and just baseball bats this thing.
Anyone got Revivify? We gotta put Brennan back together.
Oh yeah, if we're going by turn, if not,
Yep.
we just have to.
Does
Well, it's a good thing we're going to the Closet of the Gods. If you can get a resurrection, it can be there.
all right?
We have-
So
we have- we have
anything else I can?
testing.
Nothing for Echo. Sweet Ox Rose.
I do. Unfortunately, I do not have the ability to bring people back to life.
Okay.
Quick question.
Yes.
I don't think I can just turn off the potion of growth.
Nope.
Nope. And let's see how long. Oh, I got to roll for how long it lasts, I believe. 1d4 hours. Let me just see how long this is gonna. 1d4. 1 hour. Okay.
All right.
But she just moves over to just say, yeah, hopefully you can resurrect him. Otherwise, we're gonna have to go back to Asatoro. Luckily, that's only like 2 hours away.
All right. Test your dinner day.
Well, I did not prep Revivify. You all seemed quite durable enough. I can revive him in an hour if it's needed right now.
We're in no rush, to be honest.
Well, Revivify only works for a minute, right?
Correct.
For a minute.
Mhm.
So you won't be able to revivify him in an hour. What can you do in an hour?
I can conjure someone who can revive him.
Oh, hey, I think it's worth the long rest.
That's an hour wait.
Oh yeah,
Long rest.
a couple short rests actually. Yeah, we're not going anywhere, so I'll just go and make sure nothing follows us down the tunnel.
Okay. As Brennan's slashed and seared body lies before you guys,
Man, she had a hard on for Brennan.
he's dead.
Is that how I looked every time I die?
So,
Honestly,
Yeah.
no. Your deaths are usually more embarrassing, to be honest. Except for the power word kill. The power word kill was pretty epic. But the pine tree was pretty humiliating. The juicing was also pretty gross.
all right. So as you guys decide to rest for an hour, you guys can get the benefits of a short rest.
I believe I shrink down
Well,
too.
Testinidae is going to cast Conjure Celestial at 9th level to conjure a Hollyphant, which can once a day cast Raise Dead.
Okay. Let's go ahead.
So this tiny little golden elephant pops into the air, and Testinidae wastes no time, just points to the corpse and says, "Fix."
Okay, one moment. Let me pull up
Yeah.
the spell here. Right. So, cool. Ooh. Interesting. Brennan.
We're so used to Aimer being the one who dies.
I'm so used to Aimer being the dead one.
Just forced to have it.
Yeah.
I have my
So-
phone.
Brennan Thamior, I need to ask an important question about your character. What alignment is Brennan?
I think he's. Let me double check. I think
Well-
he's chaotic neutral.
Chaotic neutral? Okay.
Let me make sure that. Um, where is it?
That's a decision that you make because it's not on the character sheet.
Oh, I
Should
saw
be
it
on
was on the
the
character sheet.
character sheet and description if you chose it.
Yeah, if you filled
He's
it out.
chaotic. He's chaotic good.
Chaotic good. Okay. So, because he is chaotic good, the Holofont can go ahead and resurrect Brennan, or at least attempt to. Brennan, as this is your first death of the campaign, I need you to determine if the soul is willing to return to the body with a roll of a D100. On a 1, your soul will be unwilling to return.
Let's see, it's backslash roll.
1D100. With an 89, Brennan, you are resurrected by the Holophant.
Yeah, Brennan will just cough horribly and kind of pull his head and ask what happened.
Yeah, cut in half.
Gee, I don't know. The archer tested has spent the hour preparing a lecture for Brennan. And he just, as Brennan's laying there barely at life and Testine is burning spell slots, casting Aura Vitality twice just to get him back up to decent health. So,
Ricard's gonna help
Lord
Brennan up
that.
to his feet.
Holy, look at that. That is terrible. Holy shit.
I mean,
That's
the
like
result was-
140. Oh,
Still pretty good.
I'll take it.
well, the average would be 140. Just wow.
Yeah.
But he's basically like, you're an archer and you ran ahead of the cleric. What did you think was going to happen? Were you planning to stab them with your arrows?
Maybe.
Yeah, it's a tight
Just
corner.
dude, just relax, man. He just went down.
Yeah, Tessine's
almost lost him.
eyes. Tessine's eyes are still very red from having channeled level 9 divine magic. He just gives you a look of, are you really talking back to your cleric while he's reviving someone?
Yes.
Yeah. Yes.
Brennan just
Thank you
looks at
for
Raymond and
returning him
says
to us.
Yeah, is the thing that killed me dead?
Well,
Yeah.
it's
we got it.
I don't think it dies. I think it just goes back to wherever it came from, but it's not here anymore.
All right, good.
I killed it
And
for you.
then he kind of dusts himself off and starts carrying on.
No
And
attachments.
I'm going to use my healer feat on Brennan.
Okay. Left or right?
Left.
Okay. You're healed by Testudinide's left healer feat.
Okay.
I
Brennan
don't
will
get
look at Testudinidae and sincerely say thank you.
Tessine gives him a nod and says, how about you stick back here with me so you can unleash pointy death from a safe distance?
It's a problem with these tight corridors. No,
Yeah,
I
they have
think,
to-
I
I
think
think
he got
it.
ambushed
Wait,
more than
uh,
anything.
can Brennan shoot? Could he ricochet things off the walls, or is that
He is not
something else?
Hanzo. I appreciate the attempt.
Technically, I
There's got
could
to be
do
a feat for
one.
that, right?
I think there is.
Like
a-
bouncing arrows off a flat surface.
There
think
was
there
in
is.
3.5. There's not one in 5th edition
Okay.
because it was broken as all hell.
I
Yeah,
have.
I'm also
that
going
was.
to use my healer feat on Aimer.
Oh.
Yeah.
So 28.
Thank you.
That's right. Aimer got hosed too, didn't he?
He got hit a little hard.
Yeah.
Paralyze hurts.
Rose, how you doing?
Oh, I'm fine. We had a short rest, so she's back up to full health.
Okay.
And our temp goes away with a short rest, right?
No?
Yes.
Oh, it does?
The temp, yes. The aid, no.
Right.
Yeah. But yeah, now? Okay, I don't remember correctly. How did we get down before? I mean, did Cecilia cast Featherfall? Or
Yep.
yeah, she did.
Brennan, you've been granted inspiration now that you're alive once again. Your job being
Well,
done.
Okay.
Well,
Thank
Brennan can walk down. Rickard can walk down. I can jump down.
I can featherfall everyone. I have the stuff.
Okay. Oh, well
I can
then.
fly.
Oh, okay then. Well, see you down there. Whee!
Does anyone need help going down?
Whee!
Does Ricard need help?
I'm
Or
gonna do.
Brennan?
I mean, I
Brennan
don't
can
know.
climb down.
I'm
I
gonna
don't
do
know how
back-
much climbing there is. I'm pretty sure this is a hole to nothingness.
It goes
we
down
both
20
spider
feet
climb.
and then it opens up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is a very long fall, and yeah, it opens up at the top of a huge cave. Huge cave.
Anyone who can't fly, come over here. You're gonna get featherfalled. I guess Rose wants to fall like a mile down. That's cool. So I will go cast Featherfall on the 4 of us here.
Very well.
Okay.
Mhm.
She's doing
Yeah.
a sweet move when she goes down there.
And then Amer's just going to swan dive down the hole.
Yeah,
All
you
right.
gotta do it with panache.
Cool. As those three disappear, Tester, you're at the edge.
Oh yeah, he's not letting them get out of his sight.
Okay, he jumps in. Brennan.
Yeah. Even with Featherfall, Brennan's just gonna walk on the side.
Okay, you walk down 20 feet before it opens up into a cavern that is enormous.
Like, as in you can't see the walls.
Right.
Enormous. Like,
Wow.
it is a very big cave.
That's why I Featherfalled you guys.
Yeah, for sure.
Rose Superman jumps, and manages to make it every time somehow.
Look, you just gotta learn how to fall, she says, talking to herself, because I'm sure she's almost like halfway down. If I remember correctly, we were floating for like almost an hour last time.
Correct.
Getting down to the ground. It's a long fall.
Yep. In fact, if you recall, and I'm not sure if Amer's staying with the party during the Featherfall, but Featherfall had to be cast halfway down.
Amer he's hoping people are going to follow him because he can cast Featherfall again.
Okay.
That's the 60 feet area, so he will only burn another spell slot for Featherfall
Very
for
well.
everyone.
As you guys...
I don't think you can move right or left or anything. I mean, when
Nope,
you Featherfall, you
it's
just
straight
fall
down.
straight, right?
Yep.
So I mean, that's the falling damage I take, and I have safe fall, so I immune all of that. So how long did it take Rose to fall?
It would have taken a couple of seconds, like 10.
Oh, okay. So yeah, she just. Have you guys seen the? Oh shoot, what's it called? The Warframe, working song. Oh shit, what's it called?
We all live together.
We all live together. There we go. And at the end, Nova falls down from the ceiling and lands.
Mhm.
It's kind of like that. Just woo, and then she looks up and sighs, and I guess she has to wait now.
As the rest of
Echo
you...
should be there.
Yep. As your party descends, you guys will find yourself in the Plaza of the Gods.
I don't know if you still have the description from last time we were here, but for the people who weren't here the last time, what does the Plaza of the Gods look like as they slowly descend upon this large area filled with buildings?
As you look around, as you descend, you see stretching into the far distance a collection of buildings, ancient and inscrutable. You're unable to tell much about them from this height, but as you descend, you get the impression that these are temples, ancient temples to various gods. You descend further and find that you are reaching a point where you see Sweet August Rose looking up at you patiently. Next to him, Echo Rex stands with his wings. But you hear no sound from the plaza. There is no life among these temples. It is desolate. It is forgotten. As you guys touch down upon ancient cobblestone road, where would you like to go in this austere, remote place that has been forgotten by the surface?
Yeah,
As
it's been a
Day
while.
looks around and says, "You guys may have oversold this place."
Give it time.
You currently stand before a temple high and tall. The pinnacles reach up 100 feet. You descended past them and now stand before the temple of Sappuru, the god of valor.
Rose will look around. Does she see Ushu?
Not at the moment.
Do you want me to page him?
No, that's fine. I'm sure he'll come across us eventually.
Oh.
But yes, Rose looks at the three who haven't been here and just says, "A temple to every god in Toivoa that currently exists is in this space. No matter who they are, you can find them and talk to them here."
That's incredible.
Yeah, I actually just right there. I spoke with Sapuru. He tried to kick me in the head.
You tried?
Yeah, he missed.
That surprises me.
Yeah, no, well. And he told me I had to be like water in my search for perfection.
I think that was him hinting he wants things to get hot and steamy with you.
You have to make it weird every time you open your mouth. Like, no,
Yes.
of course not. He's a god. He was telling me.
Yes, I deal with the gods. It's a coping mechanism.
Anyways,
I don't
But
think
yeah.
you should have a lot to talk about.
well, yeah. Oh, you wanted to speak to I'm sorry. What's the sun god's name? I forgot his name.
Uso.
Uso. Yeah.
We went to the temple last time.
Oh, that's
Nothing-
right. Yeah, it's
nothing-
actually pretty far down if I remember correctly.
Yeah, nothing know how to get there because it's been a while since we've been here. So I'm waiting for our buddy to hopefully show up.
Well,
We'll be here for quite some time wandering.
yeah, it's a very big place.
So, silly question. If you knew where this place was, you know that we have the resources where you could have just like dug a tunnel down to it instead of, walking through all the vampires and ghosts and a celestial warden.
Possibly.
Yeah, to be fair, it's been a while since we've been here. And it was deep. It was like a really deep hole last time we were here. Like you can't just dig down to it. It's further than 20 feet, I think, if from the last time we were here. But let's see, where is the? Oh no, it's gonna be early
The
on.
fun part is this place isn't even on the material plane. You guys went
Yeah.
through a portal.
Okay.
Yeah, it's past the place we're going. It's past the Temple of Ritrava and past the Temple of Seshia. Actually, Rose actually pulls out the book she made last time she was here. She dusts it off because it had her impressions and drawings as she was drawing the things that she saw. So actually, going by the order of the temples she draw, I think that's actually a pretty good way to get to the Temple of Usul. Yeah, I think we have to go past the Temple of Ritrava, and then past the Temple of Seshia, past the Temple of Masaba, and I think that's around where the Temple of Usul was. The other thing is, all these temples are in order of the gods' appearance in Toivoa. The older gods are in the center, the younger gods are on the outside.
I don't really want to walk past Masaba's temple. Just saying.
As long as you don't go inside, I think it'll be fine.
Who builds the temples?
They were all here long ago. Which, from what we were told, it used to be on the land, and anyone could come here.
Yeah, didn't Ushu say a sky city fell in this place?
He did not.
But
No. Something happened.
Something happened, but I'm not going to tell you what yet, because you haven't figured that out. But you will hear the clip-clop of footsteps from the distance, and far away, you can see a bald man walking towards you down the center of the street.
there he is.
As he
Ushu.
approaches, he will bow. Greetings, friends.
Yeah, Rose gives him a deep, respectful bow. Hello, Ushu. It's good to see you again.
Likewise.
In a little while.
Indeed.
That's New York.
But you are not the last people I have seen here.
Well, we did throw Lady Frost down the hole.
She was problematic.
Sorry about that. She was very strong. It was the only way we could deal with her at the time.
There was some celestial at the top of the hole we had to deal with.
Indeed. Upon her ascent to the surface, she sealed the portal using the celestial This place is to remain open to those who are truly searchers.
But don't worry, it's open again.
Thank you.
So Eric, would Rose know if the Jozosai have control over Asatoro?
She
Or-
would know. Let's roll a history check real quick.
Well, because she lived
Yeah.
most of her life in
Right.
Shu, so
But
yeah.
there's some developments that have happened, and I'm not sure if she would have heard through the grapevine.
Okay. Well, I'm sorry. It's a history.
Yes, please.
Okay. No.
With a 10, the last time she knew, the information she knew last of Asatoro is the Josozai are present but repressed by the Church of Usul that is there.
Yeah, Sokotai was doing her thing. Maybe, I mean, Sokotai was the one who directed us here the last time. Maybe we should talk to her to put some
Well, no.
guards here.
I maybe wanted Nastoro. Just throwing that out there.
I mean, it felt like there was a guard that y'all punched your way through.
I mean, we could, but what if other people want to seek wisdom who aren't as strong as us? To be fair, if we had fought that angel the first time we were here, we would have all died. So, yeah, maybe it's something we could talk to Sokotai about making sure there's guards here who keep the way open.
You know, I could have probably talked us past that one. Just putting that out there for my and Brennan's future sake. I am, High Cleric of Anwa.
I believe
The angel wouldn't have talked to any of us through.
She was. I
To
think
be
she
fair,
was
have you
bound.
met you?
I believe she was bound. I don't think she had a choice in the matter.
Joseph's eye are not exactly one to be talked to for almost anything. I would know. I dealt with Cecilia for a long time.
Anyways, Ushu, we came here because we're seeking an audience with Usul,
Indeed.
and I suppose
He turns and starts walking.
Oh yeah. Also, do you happen to know where the temples to the six are?
Which six? As there are many sixes within the plaza.
The Elven six.
Oh, indeed. They are far away.
I imagine. Well, I also wish to visit there, if that's at all possible.
It is.
And Tessitende is keeping a nervous eye out for for the Temple of Anwa, so he could perhaps detour
It's-
around that.
It's right next to the Temple of Usul.
I
Yeah,
don't
like,
want to pay my respects to MCAL while we're here.
Of course.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
As he continues walking, the sound of his footsteps clip, clip, clip through the street. You guys follow what
Yep,
seems like hours. You pass many, many temples. Some large, some small, but varying gods that some of you may or may not recognize. You'll pass one that has skulls and bones all over it and is burning with green flames.
Hey, is that Orcus's temple?
It is.
Oh yeah, he doesn't like us either.
Not far from that, you will find a temple whose doors lay way wide open, like an open mouth, beckoning and calling to you, Aimer.
is that Mosaba's temple?
It is the Temple of Mosaba.
Amers will look at it and be like, I should have listened before, and kind of like he's gonna kind of put his head down a little bit and kind of mope.
I need you to roll a wisdom saving throw, sir.
Oh no. He has a good wisdom saving throw. I'm sure he'll be fine.
What's up? Yeah.
Wisdom saving throw.
Is this magical effect?
It is a magical effect. Yes, sir.
That's
Uh-oh.
I
Aimer,
do have inspiration, and I will use it if I need to.
you will need to.
I mean, if he starts like shambling towards the door, Rose will literally tackle him.
Well, the dice won't tell the story.
He's
I
attempt
mean,
to
I have
tackle Aimer.
inspiration.
So like, I mean, it's not just instantly. Does he start like walking towards that
He
door?
starts walking deliberately towards the door.
Oh no. Yeah, Rose is going to run up to him and she is going to attempt to grapple him.
Aimer, please roll your
Yeah.
acrobatics or athletics, whichever is higher.
He can get out. He's pretty
know
lithe, as my
Lithe?
friend would say.
Yep.
I know my friend says lithe, and I make fun of him every time he's. And of course, I rolled a 2, so apparently the dice do want to tell a story.
Aimer is going into the Temple of Masaba.
I'm going
I
to
don't know.
banish
I don't,
Aimer.
You're going to banish Aimer. Aimer, please
Yeah,
roll a
before he gets
charisma
there.
saving throw with advantage.
is it his-
I literally can bear like. Yep, I make it.
Whee! Bye bye.
Awesome. Aimer poofs from existence.
Whew. You know what?
I mean, that's
Just-
only. I mean, Rose, that's only temporary. I mean,
You guys have
yeah,
I've gotta
60
bring
seconds.
I've got to bring it
No,
back in
yeah.
the next 60 seconds.
give me a moment. Rose is going to go to the temple doors and close the doors.
You're going to go up to the temple doors. I need you to roll a wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
And this is against a charm. So at 29, you are able to resist it and begin closing the ponderous doors of the temple. It's going to take a
Ricardo's
few
gonna try to
minutes.
help her close the doors.
All right, Ricardo, I need you to roll a wisdom saving throw, please.
What?
Ricard, you're going to try to slip into the temple as well.
Come on.
Rose is just going to sigh and attempt to grab him too.
Oh man.
All right.
He can actually has a good shot of not catching her because I believe he also has a plus 17.
Ricard, in athletics or acrobatics, whichever is higher, please. Ricard is going to slip in through the door and into the Temple of Masaba.
Oh, I will follow him, and I'm going to attempt to. I don't know how often. I don't want to spam the roll because that's cheesy.
And that's when you hear the sound you didn't want to hear. The boom of the doors closing behind the two of you.
I'm going to bring Aimer back.
God damn it.
Okay. Aimer, you reappear. And you are no longer charmed to go in.
Aimer, run.
Brendan,
He just books
Brendan
it
tells him what happens.
down away from the temple. You're like, I'm out. I'm out.
You started this. What do you mean you're out? Rose is in there. Ricard's in there too.
What do you want me to do? Like, obviously, I couldn't even stop
I don't know
myself
what
from
you're
walking
gonna do.
in.
I don't know what you're going to do, but you can't be out. I mean, we're going to have to go get him or something.
Am I still charmed?
You are.
You understand what Wasaba's gonna do to me?
Yeah,
Remember what happened last time?
To be fair, Aimer's reaction is more than fair.
Yeah, it is.
Aimer's like a solid like 100 feet away from the door at this point, and he's like, remember what happened when we went to the temple and every single thing there tried to kill me?
Out of all of us, he's the one who's pissed off Masaba the most. Though I think
Yeah.
it's kind of funny because I think Rickard is the one who's pissed her off the least.
So,
It's actually kind of funny.
as you guys are inside at the moment,
Yeah.
the people outside are freaking out, obviously. And what happens next happens in the span of just a few moments. It's already happened by the time the party outside has chastised Aimer. Ricard, you hear a woman's voice whisper to you, "Hello? You are a child of mine, long separated. Ricard von Karth, child of my children, welcome."
And is this something that only Ricard hears, or?
Yep, only Ricard hears this, and this is all in the matter of a second.
Yeah, it's instantaneous. Okay.
Yep.
All right. And is it just pitch black in here, or?
It is pitch black at the moment. You look around and you can see the walls, but Ricard, for just a moment, is going to blink out of existence.
Oh yeah, no, this is all up to him. I will be right back then.
Okay?
Yep.
Ricard, you find yourself in a different place. You can feel something flowing around your feet. As your dark vision takes hold, you can see you are standing in a vast pool of red blood in all directions. As you stand here, you hear a comforting voice. It has been a very long time since I was visited. Last I was visited by your friend, Amer Shestina, the betrayer. Are you here as a friend? Are you here as a child seeking knowledge and fortune and power? Is this what you seek, Ricard? Do you seek to rule? And the blood will rise into the shape of South Cove. It forms the city perfectly. It solidifies and shows you the current happenings of the city. I know you have claimed the city for your own, but can you hold it if you choose me to be an enemy? Should you choose that, I will upend your reign, and you will end along with your family and all others who enter. South Cove is mine. Now that the others are no longer hindering my power, I would offer an alliance between you, Ricard von Karth, and myself. In exchange, you will gain the loyalty of the Temple of Mosaba, my worshippers, my clerics, and my power. As she's saying this, you're seeing a variety of images, entire armies marching across the sands, clerics performing rituals to enhance things and celebrate successes. You see your grip upon the world expand outwards, not only over South Cove, but across Corlin and into Reston, and even to the towers of Bourbon. Do you seek power, Ricard von Karth? Or do you wish to remain weak and unable to help those around you?
Does Ricard feel like compelled to agree with her, or
You have your own will at the moment. The temptation, though, is obviously strong.
is she in front of me, or am I just hearing a
You
voice?
hear the voice, and you feel a presence around you, but you don't see anything except for footsteps in the blood as the voice will pan around you. With your knowledge of Mosaba that has been shared with from the party, Mosaba is an invisible vampire.
Well, certainly heard of you. Quite a bit, actually. You seem to be quite popular. But you offer me an alliance and threaten to kill my family and my people if I don't agree to it? That doesn't sound like an alliance to me.
All you should know is that I offer you power, and if you turn away from me, the wrath will fall. Which do you choose?
I never really liked the taste of blood. I'm gonna decline.
Fool. Do you understand where you are? And you can feel the hot breath on the back of your neck. The desire to reach out and react tenses as your muscles are unable to respond. A god is talking to you at the moment. As you strive to exert your will, you feel fingers around the back of your neck. I give you one last chance. Serve. After all, we could be quite close.
Ricard struggles under the grip and just says, "It's not gonna happen, lady."
All right, please roll another wisdom saving throw. As you try to
Just
shake
wait
off
till
the
my
palate.
friends get a hold of you.
Ugh.
Hey, 18's pretty good for
Eight-
Rick.
It's about as good as I can do, almost.
Unfortunately, that's true. She whispers into your ear, let them get a hold of me. After all, I'm within. And as you fade, the entire room goes dark. The grip on the back of your neck dissipates. The doors open, and you see Sweet August Rose standing there looking around at the room.
Did Rose notice anything happen?
You see Ricard appear. It may have been a trick of the shadows. Maybe you just missed him for a moment.
Well, I was, so some people may have been born to the may have adopted to the dark, but I was born to it. So, she's
I was just gonna
frowning.
look over at Sweet August Rose and be like, "Oh, we weren't supposed to come in here, were we?"
No, we weren't. Though, admittedly, last time Ushu turned into a giant mouth monster and ate Aimer, so that didn't happen. So, I think we're fine. We should get out of here. She says. The lights are back on. I'm sure there's like.
You can see out into the plaza. There's no lights in the room.
Oh, like we can't see the altar or the pools of blood or
Nope.
anything like that. Nope. I think we should leave here, and I'm just going to. As much as I would like to desecrate this place, I can't. She deserves some respect. She is a god, even though she's an asshole. So yeah, I'm just gonna gesture for Ricard to walk out the door first. We may have to. How are you feeling? Did anything happen?
How do I feel, Eric?
How do you feel?
I think he feels normal. If you don't have any other way that I'm feeling, I guess he's feeling normal. He's gonna be like,
Well,
I mean, I feel fine, but I just had a chat with Masaba.
what did she say?
She wanted to offer me power and alliance.
Well, hold on. She's Rose is just gonna get behind him and just start like pushing him out the door.
Yeah.
All right, you guys return to the street. The doors of Masaba's temple lay wide open, like an open maw.
I am once again gonna start closing them because I don't like
Please
her.
close those.
Yeah.
You attempt to close the doors, and they do not move.
I'm going to cast Wall of Force and then cast a permanent spell over the entrance.
I don't believe you have access to that.
Rose looks over at the others and just says, "Good news. There was no giant blood monster that ate Rickard. Bad news is, it sounds like he had a conversation with Mosaba.
Testadine perks up and turns to Ricard and says, "So you were very polite to the deity that has strong influence in the city you're responsible for, right?"
No, I don't think so.
Mosaba's not
I mean,
really.
she offered me an alliance and a lot of power and all this shit, but she said she's gonna kill my family if I refuse. So, well, shit, I
Yeah.
refused. Maybe that wasn't the right idea.
Yeah, that's
No,
probably
it was
not
the right idea.
idea.
No, it was the right idea. Bargaining with her is never a good idea.
And endangering your family while you're far, far away from them is?
They were
I'm doing
endangered
such a bad
already.
job with you
Yeah.
folks.
Yeah.
Well,
Rickard, you did fine.
You can go spend some time with Osaba if you really want to question it. There's a reason I ran. Once Echo freed me of that.
But yeah, Rose looked at Rickard and just said, "But you refused her? You refused her offer?"
Yeah, of course I did.
Okay.
Good.
Yeah, I believe that was the wise decision, Rickard.
Well, you're going to have to go shopping for a new deity for your town, and you're going to have to figure out a way to do the shift. Otherwise, you're going to have a rebellion on your hand. The gods wield incredible influence, and you turned one down that wanted an alliance. That... You know what?
Yeah.
I
mean, if you want to, there's plenty of gods here. Like, if you want to make deals with them, Orcus and let me see. I actually don't know any of the evil gods in this setting. I think it's just Orcus. Mosaba is a big one.
Why does it need
There's
to
a lot
be
of-
an evil god?
Well, I'm just saying, like, yeah.
Nothing says
Testu
Masaba's
is-
evil. Nobody said Masaba's evil.
Yeah, she's
Aimer says Mosaba's evil.
Correct.
Well, Masaba's like evil adjacent.
she's the god of
Yeah.
blood, vengeance, and vampires. So by
She has
most
a bad
people's
reputation.
by most people's reputation, she's quite evil because she's very destructive and malicious. Let's just put it that way.
I don't know. I would say vengeance keeps a lot of negative acts in check. If not for vengeance, then consider what horrors would be wrought upon the world.
She considers not doing what she wants worthy of vengeance.
That's all gods.
Aimer's gonna look at Tetsu just like with a surprisingly serious look on his face and go, for a high cleric, you're surprisingly dense. And then start walking down the road.
Like
What? So we know about the god of nightmares. What about the god of dreams? Who's the?
That'd be interesting for Rickard.
That's what I'm thinking. Is it's more aligned with Rickard? If you could
Yeah.
make an alliance, I mean, it would be in characteristic with your family. And who knows? That's I mean, it could be a pretty good alliance. Maybe that'll stave off the the destruction it looks like that's coming.
Yeah, I mean, if they're in danger, then I guess currying some favor with another god could be a good idea.
Well, if they're in danger from Osaba, I can go piss off the Mosabites and Karth and make them chase after me instead. Like, they look at me once and they immediately drop all thought and want to murder me. So,
Tested in today. Do you know who it would be?
God of
Probably.
dreams.
Now, the question is, though, are you willing to undergo what it's going to take to change over an entire city's religion? Especially a very deeply entrenched one.
That sounds like a tomorrow problem.
Yeah, but it's going to become a
Everything-
today problem because you
Everything
pissed
for
off
Rickard is a
Mosaba.
tomorrow.
You could
everything
have...
for Rickard's to the tomorrow
Testu,
problem.
we've stuck a needle in Mosaba's eye personally twice now. She's already gunning for us already.
Yeah.
To be honest, I'm surprised she's actually going after Rickard now. Because
go
out of
after
all of us,
anyone she can. Because like once she has her claws in you, she will just basically use you up and spit you out.
Yeah, that's all gods.
I don't know. Mkale's been pretty nice to me so far.
Yeah, I note that you had to quantify that.
let's see, more-
Brennan doesn't care about any gods. He's just saying, he's thinking, what are we supposed to do next? What Rickard did is done. Why are we here again? What we?
Oh. Usul,
I thought
which
we were seeking allies and aid to take down Veradrex.
No, we're actually here to talk to Usul.
Okay. Let's
light
find
re-
Usul.
light to restore Sindula is why we're here.
Okay.
And also, if anyone wants to talk to any gods who aren't, complete jerks like Mosaba, you can do that while you're here too.
Yeah. Well, Usul can potentially help my village, right?
Well, that's why we're here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And anyone else who wants to talk to anyone else, or pay respects or whatnot. But yes, we're mainly here for Usul. And hopefully, I don't know if there'll be like we can just take a bunch of the light, or we need to, and talk to him and get his blessing. I'm not entirely sure on that part.
Well, I mean, yeah, he's what is he? The god of sunlight, justice, and something else, I believe. I don't remember.
Do you think that?
God of
Do
the
you
sun.
think that? Do you think that maybe because we're asking for a favor of him, and of course this is impacting my village, and I died trying to gain access to this god. Do you think that maybe we could leverage Rickard's situation now when asking for a favor of the god? Maybe Uso would be interested in overseeing a new town or area.
Usul might. I've never spoken to him, and as much time as we spent at his temple was literally just to get a vial of his light. He didn't. Many gods interacted with people while we were here, but I don't recall Usul making his presence known at all.
We did stop by his temple, but I didn't go inside because of reasons. I forgot. I don't remember what did Cecilia want to talk to him. I forgot who wanted to speak to him. No, Sokotai wanted us to do something.
She wanted us to get a vial of Usul's light to bring back.
That's right. That's why we were there.
So we didn't really interact with Usul as much as we did with Zarud, Mosaba, Cecilia touched the entrance to the god of what I believe nightmares and ocean.
Yeah, Ritrava, the sea serpent. Yeah.
Yeah. And then there's a couple of probably other little things I don't recall off the top of my head.
Yeah, Sapuru. I spoke to him, but that really didn't amount to much. Right. Well, I don't know. Ushu, is there a god of dreams?
Bro. And I will put that name in chat for you here.
There we go.
Okay.
Oh, Nro. I thought it was row, like row your boat.
Bro.
Nro. I mean, that is a good idea, Rickard. If Mosaba's going to turn on your family, seeking the protection of another god, and you are green vampires, so Nro would have a claim over protecting you, I think. I mean, it's worth a shot.
Or he might see you as an abomination to be destroyed because you eat
that's
dreams.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Actually, tested in a day.
Yeah, but Ricard and everyone, for future reference, if a god wants you to enter into a pact or swear fealty, the phrase you want to use is that you need time to give such an important decision the reverence it deserves.
Are you actually a cleric? Because a lot of the gods don't give you time to think. They demand an answer now. How do you think part of the reason I also ended up with Mosaba?
Well,
Right, which is why you don't say "I need time." You're saying that the importance of the decision requires time and reverence.
Most of these gods have no patience for that.
Yeah.
It might be that most of the gods have no patience for you, and it's coming across in the decision.
Just go try it yourself.
Well, to be honest, it probably wouldn't be a bad idea to have Testudinidae maybe act as a conduit for us when we're speaking to Usul and potentially Nero too.
There is an art to the art. There is an art of kissing divine ass.
Hmm.
Yeah, I mean, Brennan will admit he has no idea of how to speak to gods.
You gotta bear in mind, they love us, but they could easily replace us.
Well, what do you think, Testudinide? We're here to speak to gods. We're looking for Usul. We can ask to speak with them first. We know nothing about that god, nor Nero. Do you know anything of these gods, or what we might need to do to win favor with them?
Are
Well,
you
the
asking
question is-
Ushu or are you asking Testudinide?
Testudinide.
Okay, understood.
Well, a question becomes, what are our direct objectives here? What are the things that you want to walk away from here having achieved?
The whole point of coming here was literally to get Usul's light.
Okay, I am not familiar with that storyline. You have to fill me in.
That was the whole point we talked about. We were coming here for. So Usul is the god of the sun. His light,
Anwa's brother.
Okay.
husband.
More basic than that. Brennan comes from a village that all light and goodness has been sucked out of. And this was done because Brennan's father, named Sumner,
Is a
was
simp.
is, for lack of a better term, is a simp for a beautiful elven woman. In order to provide and protect this woman from all danger, he performed a grand ritual to summon a dragon guardian for her and a space that exists on the material plane but is warded against all intrusion by this dragon and by the ritual. Only good people can pass through it. Unfortunately for Sumner, in his act to siphon the goodness and light from this village, that's an evil act because it drew all the light and goodness from all of the residents, essentially turning them into shades. During the process, the great dragon Sageos was involved as he was attempting to commandeer the ritual. And during the summoning, Sumner managed to finish the ritual instead, summoning the grand dragon Avrig Longtail. And Avrig fought off Sageos, barely, and deemed Sumner evil. Therefore, Sumner, Brennan's father, has no access to the woman that he loves and has not for 100 years. Brennan was not at the village at the time and so escaped with his life thanks to coincidence.
I think it was more recently than 100 years because
Yes.
the thing is, it's not just he's a simp. He's Brennan's mom, by elf standards, is underage because she called Rose old, and Rose is
Right.
only like 130.
Yeah.
So,
She
like,
is a very young elf, and
Yeah.
Brennan escaped as the child, but now Sumner sits in just outside the village, surrounded by shades, living, seeking a way to prove himself as a good person in order to regain access to the person he loves. Unfortunately, the village has been decimated, and Brennan and the party are looking for a way to restore light and goodness to the area. Thus, the trip here to entreat Usul for the gift of light, as the place is covered in shadows.
yeah. So
Okay, yeah, this is all new information to me. I thought we were coming here for something against Veradress.
no.
We've talked about a fair bit of it, just not all in one real big,
Yeah.
easy summary.
Right. So
the-
this is
the
information that Testu needed to know that had not actually been expounded upon because it was before he joined the campaign.
Yeah.
We did mention the issue is we could restore the area by killing Arvig, and that would restore the goodness to the area. But however, Arvig is, well, he's a very good dragon. He's nice. He doesn't deserve to be destroyed, and we're trying to look for a solution that involves restoring the area, because we were originally just going to kill all the shades there because we thought they were monsters until we learned that they were the villagers who used to live there. So now what we're doing is we're trying to seek a solution where we get to save the village without destroying Arvig. And that is why we thought maybe, well, the light and goodness was sucked out, so we're going to talk to the god of light. Maybe he might be able to help us. That is the general idea, because we've gotten Usul's light before at the request of his high priestess. She sent us on a fetch quest, and we're going to go talk to Usul to see if he would be willing to help us out with this.
It seems more like now just putting all gods on the table. Bear in mind, when I present an option, I'm not advocating for it, but the collective vengeance of those shades across against Sumner would likely break the spell as well.
He's actually told them that should he die, the ritual will be locked in place.
Yep.
Okay, more information for me.
Yep. For the record, I do have art for you guys because we are discussing this. We'll go ahead and take a moment and pan over to that art just because it's fun. So this is the tower that is being protected by Arvig Longtail. And I have a picture of Brennan's mom.
Arvig was made with Emirazi's toenail.
Yep.
Yep.
So figured I'd share that with you guys.
Okay. So
That's Zelda.
have we tried talking to Sumner and convincing him of the value of self-sacrifice? Because if he's trying to prove that he's a good person for a selfish end, he can never succeed. Because if you're only doing good for personal benefit, you're not doing good. The core of goodness is selflessness.
Well, one, he's really old now. I mean, by human standards. And I don't think he really wants to leave. He's trapped there. He's been doing the same thing for the last 50. Well, Brandon's in his 30s or 40s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
So he's been doing this for 30 or 40 years, and he's old now. Honestly, if he wanted to find a solution, he could have, but he's not. He doesn't want to leave Brennan's mother or leave the area. So we're trying this Usul's light thing.
Seems like it's rewarding bad behavior.
I mean, there's not much we can do about Sumner.
Yeah, to the end, you could be right. And when we were there, Brennan did make a decision on how he was going to act towards this person. Before knowing the consequences per se, Brennan could have killed him easily, but he decided not to, not out of pity, but more because the figure was kind of pathetic.
Yeah.
And was old and is going to die anyway. So it wasn't worth it.
Restoring Syndulla really wouldn't change much of the status quo, because Arvik would still not allow Sumner to see his mom. It would just, return the village back to the way it was. It's an elven village, so I have a vested sorry, I keep saying Syndulla. It's Sinluma. My mistake. So Sinluma was an elven village, so I have a vested stake in restoring that as well. Trying to restore elven culture in the area, but Sumner is
chances are, and I don't know. I mean, Echo thinks that probably we're not going to be able to restore the town and bring the people back. More than likely, what we're going to do is eradicate the shades, and then at least the town can regrow from there with a new population.
Oh, we don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah, the shades that are there are not the people who were there. They reproduced. They're like their own.
Yeah, they've been having
their own people now.
It's like they've been continuing to live there. And they were warped. All the good was sucked out of them. So if we shove a bunch of good back into them, presumably they would turn into normal people. Who knows?
I'm not expecting that to happen as much as just get rid of the negative influence, and then there's a balance where actually a population could move in.
Restoring the balance is the important thing.
Another thing is it'll also weaken the whole Dishantara Grove has on the material plane, because this is a 1 weak spot as well, where it can have a stronger grasp of the material plane.
Yeah, that's a whole nother can of worms that we have.
It is. But
it's connected.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things going wrong in Toivoa, one at a time.
Well, sometimes when a beautiful chandelier and life and goodness falls to the floor, there's a chance to pick it up, put the pieces back together, a little glue, a little buffing, and you can restore that light and goodness. But there comes a point where you just have to recognize that you need to clean it up before people cut themselves walking past it.
Well, yeah, we were going to do that, but to be honest, those things were really a whole village of those. Fighting a whole village of those things was probably going to result in all of us dying.
Yeah, we didn't have the resources at the time.
We still don't.
Yeah.
We probably could wipe out everything in the village, but
I don't
mean,
know.
it would
Those
take-
they all their basic attacks stop you from healing, and there's a lot of them. Also, they have like plus 50 to their stealth rolls.
They're very, very strong, Echo. Me and
They're
Rose
pretty tough.
we went through the city, and we were kind of investigating them as well. And let me tell you, even Ardveg almost fell to those shades. And I wouldn't want to fight, and I'm not gonna fight him.
Yeah, one-on-one,
Oh.
sure, maybe, but like, there's a whole city of
Yeah.
them. Like, yeah, it's just
Yeah, and Brennan has a vested interest in trying to resolve this instead of just destroying the village to him.
yeah, it helps to see if, because Testu's right. You know, change comes to everything. We can't restore things back to the way they were. Accepting change is important, but that doesn't mean we can't attempt to change things for the better by restoring light and goodness to the area. Which is what this trip is for. It doesn't hurt to ask.
Well, just as the tides go in and out and the moon goes through phases, everything goes through cycles of light and darkness. That's just the nature of the material realm. That we have a place that is locked one way or the other, I would certainly be on board for restoring it to the balance of the world, the cycles, because after all, that is what Onwa teaches us, is that everything is a bit impermanent, but you can guess where its direction is
Well,
going.
Good, we're in agreement then, because
Okay, yeah. Yeah, I just needed this information because my impression for let's go to the Plaza of the Gods was it was down the street and turn left. Not, oh, and then we're going into a dungeon filled with crypts and horrible and dead and killing a celestial.
no, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
next
teleport
this,
failed.
next time before we go somewhere, we're going to lay out an action plan and have a full briefing.
See, we had an action plan. The action plan failed, and we ended up in front at the front door instead of here.
I'm sorry, Ushu. So out of all the
She's
temples,
just patiently waiting.
He's
Yeah,
just
well, no,
standing there listening
yeah.
to the whole thing.
I mean,
I'm sorry about-
They can't be the first grumpy high cleric Ushus, man.
Not
if
at
you're a high
all.
cleric, it comes with the territory.
Oh yes.
but out of all the gods we've mentioned wanting to see, Nero or possibly Nero, Usul, the Six, who's closest?
Usul is simply a few down.
All right. Can you lead the way then, please?
Of course.
Thank you, Ushu.
He turns and keeps walking. He's completely unfazed by the fact you guys ran into the Temple of Mosaba.
Oh, I mean, he was. I mean, technically, he was the one who ate Aimer last time.
Yeah.
Because if I remember correctly, like he goes into the temple and the god like possesses him. When
He
they
is
want
a
to get
medium.
physical.
Correct.
Yeah.
In most cases.
Yeah. It went all spawn mode with like all fangs and
Mm-hmm.
started gnawing on Aimer.
So
Still
as-
my
now
favorite
what
line in the
species
series.
is he?
Oh, it's a metaphor. Yeah.
Because you keep saying hooves, and I see a picture of a human. So what is he?
he is human.
Yeah.
And it's not
He-
hooves, he's got wooden sandals.
Yeah.
Oh,
He's-
okay.
Yeah. He's some
He's
sort of
clip
monk.
clop wooden sandals.
Yeah. Onomatopoeia in the English language get weird.
Indeed.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's head on over to Usul's then.
As you guys travel, it takes another 40 minutes before you're able to reach the very grand and beautiful Temple of Usul. Ushu will step forward to the closed doors and without effort open the 40-foot wide doors with one hand. He looks behind you, himself to you. Come those who wish to enter. And he walks inside. You see
Aimer will
daylight
walk
coming.
inside.
You see daylight coming from inside outwards into the street. You can't see the sky, but there's definitely a sun inside. Who wants to go in?
Clears his throat and says, folks, before you go in to Usil's temple, line up, please.
I'm gonna go into the temple.
Brendan's actually gonna listen to Testudinida because
Mhm.
he wants this to work and he doesn't understand.
Yeah, fine enough. I'll wait.
Amer's gonna ask why.
Okay, where did we just come from?
When specifically?
Look, in the past hour, we've been through a place of horrible darkness with lots of wickedness. I think we're going to take a moment, and Testudinida is going to go down the lined up party members and tap each with the cleansing stone in the back of his glove to purge all the filth and grime from them of having just gone through that crypt.
You didn't care last time we were here.
Brendan doesn't even complain.
Okay. You guys are now clean if you subject yourselves to the cleansing stone.
It costs you nothing. It could help. You should do it.
Okay,
Yeah, this would normally upset him, but he's gonna let it go.
Okay.
Echo's going to cast Bless on everybody.
Okay. That lasts for a minute.
Yeah. So I mean, right when we're walking in, that's when he'll do it.
Okay.
And Testudinida is also going to inspect the party, ask them for, like tuck in your shirts, fix your sleeves, tie your shoelaces correctly. Take a moment to care about how you are presenting yourself to a deity.
Okay. Rose is gonna walk in.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, she looks fine.
It's weird. It's weird. The more enlightened you become, the less patient you become. What's going on there?
Why do you think I said I didn't want that tome of wisdom? Because there's only a certain amount of wisdom you can have and still be able to enjoy life.
Yeah, I mean seriously, Rose, you used to be a lot more patient and reserved, and now that you're enlightened, you're a lot less patient.
Well, to quote a great author, the company of those seeking the company of those seeking the company of those seeking truth is far preferable to the company of those absolutely sure they've found it.
Wise words. But yeah, she will go in.
As you guys walk into this space, it is glorious. It is well lit. The white marble floors reflect gold in all corners. And you watch as Ushu steps forward into a central area, a ring set with gold into the floor. He stands there, and as the sunlight shines down upon him, he takes on a radiant aspect. His eyes shine with golden light, and he pulses as he becomes a luminous being in your presence. You can no longer directly look at him, and the voice of Usul speaks through him. Children of the surface, welcome once again. Child of my beloved, welcome to my home. And the figure will bow just a slight bit to Testudinida.
Testudinida will return the bow, saying, "Your greeting is most appreciated, oh wise brother, only one able to contain Anwa's occasional mood swing."
Yeah, Rose will give a very deep, respectful bow to Usul.
You have come to seek aid for Sinluma. Ushu says so.
That's correct, my lord.
Yeah, Brendan's surprised, wide-eyed.
Why have you done this?
Well, there are a lot of reasons. One, to bring balance back to the material plane. Two, to restore an area and lives that should not have been taken in such a way.
Hopefully doing it without destroying a force of justice and good.
Brennan kind of nudges Testute in a day.
A dragon of light has been bound to a foolish task.
My friend Arvig Longtail resides there. My other friend, Amaria Rosie, is risen once again. I grow in power thanks to the actions of you. You are blessed by Usul. You have a friend in this place. I will help you with Sinluma. But unless you can find a way to break the spell without reducing Arvig Longtail, my influence will be limited.
But we're not reducing Ardvig. He is.
We're,
That's part of the reason we're here, is because we refuse to raise any sort of harm or arms against the dragon. So we're trying to find any way we can to, I guess, restore the balance and help break the spell without harming him.
The bond of the spell will be broken only when Sumner dies. Until then, nothing can impact the village. It will remain in shadows and the domain of evil.
really?
Ardvig didn't want us killing Sumner.
Arvig is naive. Arvig seeks the good in all. Arvig does not understand the practicality that evil must die in order for good to thrive.
Yeah, Usul's a god of justice, I think, more than a god of goodness.
Well, I mean,
Well, it is a great travesty that the one who has wrought such darkness has remained unpunished for his actions.
Oh yeah, he's neutral actually. And I'm
so
looking at it.
the thing about it is that had we killed Sumner right then, Brennan would not have been able to see his mom again. And that's why we needed to come across an alternate solution. Now, I'm more than willing to go and end Sumner without involving any of the rest of them, so Ardvig will only be upset at me. I can cope with that.
Well, I mean, we were under the impression that if Sumner died, everything would be locked into place. But if he dies, and if his death would restore the area, perhaps we can convince him to do the right thing. He did not
And-
seem happy with the situation. Remember, he actually did seem to have regrets.
And we must remember that justice often requires sacrifice.
After Sumner's death, what do we have to do to restore the village?
When Sumner dies, I will smile upon the land. You should send emissaries there to purge each of the buildings one by one, cleansing the place, purifying it slowly and methodically. But I will smile upon it and ensure that the shades do not have the powers that they have now. Out
Will
of
you be able
character,
to-
this is going to be someone else's campaign. We don't want to get you guys set there for, the next couple of years.
So you're saying that given that someone ends Sumner's life, will you be able to restore the balance beyond just removing the shade's power?
The
But make it
balance
so-
will be restored in time. It will not be a it will not be a fast process, but rather slow and arduous. You must remain true and steadfast.
Yeah, he will remove the permanence of the darkness, but it is the duty of mortals to restore it to balance.
That does make sense.
I will, should you slay Sumner, I will send Sukhothai to Senluma.
Well, she'd definitely be able to get it done.
With help,
And
yes.
Okay.
and then how's that impact the tower, my mother, etc.?
Arvig Longtail is my friend. He and I dance daily. I wish no harm to come to Arvig Longtail. The tower will remain intact as a refuge for those who are good.
And so, also
Well,
out of
Brennan's-
character. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead. Sorry, Echo.
Will Brennan's mom be able to leave the tower eventually?
I think there's nothing stopping her from leaving the tower. If I
Yeah,
remember correctly.
you guys actively know that she could leave at any time. She just doesn't want to because she's got a cushy
Oh,
life.
okay. For some reason, I was thinking she was trapped there.
No, she's not trapped. She just doesn't want to leave.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's not trapped. She's not prisoner. She's not kept there. She's just there because she's got all the books she ever wants. She's fed, clothed, taken care of, comfortable. Why leave?
And so, out of character, like killing Sumner and everything is all of this is another campaign, right?
Well, killing Sumner would be you guys.
Okay. I'm trying to make sure what to plan and what not to plan for.
Yeah. No, purifying the village I'm intending Senluma to be this place where there will be troubles and problems and you guys will uncover shades, etc. But it's not going to be permanently cursed anymore. It's going to be cleanup duty type thing.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Oh yeah. I just want to try to make sure where our line is at the same time because
Yep.
well,
Brennan will tell the god that he can deal with his father if that happens, and then if the god will follow through with what he just said, that Brennan can handle his father.
are you sure you wanted to be the one to handle your father, Brennan?
Yeah, I think it's the correct thing to do, as opposed to having an assassin go in and do this.
Well, I mean, that's what Rose. Awer kind of looks at Rose for a minute and goes, "Well, the thing about it is that's why I offered is because I don't want you to have to wait to see your mother until Ardvig realizes why we did what we did."
Well, Brennan,
I
Brennan
think we
looks
must
to
also.
God.
I think
Brennan
we
looks to the
also
guy
have
and
to-
says,
Sorry, go ahead.
yeah, and then you can speak. Yeah. Brennan looks to the guy and says, "Will you dance with Arvig daily? What say you on this?"
End Sumner however you wish. I will remain steadfast and true to my word. I am Usul, and there is none more steadfast than I.
I think he was more
Ardvig's
talking
gonna-
about Ardvig being upset with Brennan for killing his father.
Harvey's going to
exactly.
understand.
Yep,
He's going to understand when it's over.
yep.
I still think we should give Sumner a chance to do the right thing, but
That's what
Yeah.
Brennan is.
That's up
Yeah,
to
I
you
think
guys to
Brennan can-
determine.
Yeah.
Have a
give me-
father-son talk and say, "You can
Oh,
do
yeah.
it, or I can do it."
trigger warning, Dad, kill yourself.
Yeah.
Hey,
Bro,
hey,
Well, but
Wait, just-
when we
or you can
when we
send
make
in,
a list,
send in the kobold.
Yeah.
but when we make a list of our priorities in this quest, Brennan, your mother can't be a priority. We are taking action for the balance of the world to prevent greater horrors from taking root. We can't allow a single life to hold such a task hostage. I mean, how would you be able to act should Sumner reveal a binding between his life and that of your mother? We have to go in with warded hearts and clear minds when dealing with such unfathomable darkness.
Oh, that might be true, Day, but it was my family that caused this. And if we're talking about balance and bringing things back to balance, it just seems only right and just, if we're talking about justice, for the family to hash this out. And I can give my father the option, and we can talk about if someone else should end him if he decides not to, but it just does seem just and right if I were to do it. But I don't know anything about the gods, so that's why we're here.
He has had decades to do the right thing and has not done so. And if someone only makes the right decision when forced, there is no credit for it. There is no light from such an action. One forced to do an action of light is still an action of darkness.
To be fair, he has been alone for the last 40, 50 years. No one has been. He hasn't talked to anyone about this, so it doesn't hurt to give it a shot. And if he refuses, then well, we'll cross that hurdle when we get to it.
Okay, but I just am making it clear here that we are here before Usul, and we must be resolute in our decision to end this permanent darkness, even if it does cost something that you may not wish to sacrifice.
Brennan looks at Testudinda and he says, I'm prepared to do that.
Very well. It is a difficult thing to carry in your heart the will of the gods, but I think you're ready for it.
Hey, Rickard. He's still here?
Yeah, he's here.
Yeah, what's up, Echo?
Oh yeah.
You've got an empty temple. You wanna have a conversation about that?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, Mr. Usul, son, man. How do you feel about Masaba?
This is why Brennan didn't talk.
Blood is required for life. She has her place in the world. As distasteful as she is necessary.
As one could say, if not for the darkness in the world, we would be unable to see the stars.
Even
Well,
I
she-
must sleep sometimes.
She kind of threatened to kill my family and all of the inhabitants of a town that I'm responsible for. I don't know, this feels weird. It doesn't feel like it's any of your business, to be honest. I don't know if you can help me or not, but I'm just kind of grasping at straws here.
What would you have me do?
Advice?
I shine upon your city of South Cove. I give it my smile. He smiles at you. The name matters not. I smile upon your city. When the sturges are gone, the plants will grow. You have my blessing, Von Karth. As to Mosaba, should she show her face, I will roast it off the surface of the planet.
Car just like lifts up his hand. Okay, all right. I mean, cool. We did it, guys.
Amer looks over at Ricard and goes, I like this guy.
Yeah, I think he meant like if she physically does, shows up on the material plane in person, I think is what he meant. But,
I don't think that means problem solved, but still.
I think he's just stating his position. All the other gods are against Mosaba doing her thing of like constantly trying to get into the material plane, like actually, instead of through an avatar, like actually herself being present.
Yeah.
Which, why does she keep trying to do that? Like, it is kind of strange. I mean,
Ambition for power is sometimes its own motivation, and I am glad that you do not understand this.
no, I'm.
Remain steadfast and true.
Is that all it is? Really? Just wanting more power?
Well,
Dominance?
I'll say this, Mr. Usul. I'm kind of inclined to push worship of Mosaba out of my city now. So there might be some room there for some of your worship.
Should you open a temple in your city, I will be there.
Picard just kind of gives a little grin and nods. All right, cool. Looks over at Amber. This guy is cool.
Well, one way to put it is that if you start to see the actions of the gods as rational, understandable, and relatable, that's when you got to start worrying.
Yeah, Brennan's not going to say anything, but he's thinking this is too good to be true. What's the catch?
I used to think that kind of similar to that long ago, but after my own mistakes and the gods I've met and stuff like that, and I've been rethinking some of this, and I'm sorry we didn't talk more last time we were here, Lord Usul. Or maybe it was just my own indignance and stupidity at the time. But
You hear a slight chuckle.
Hey. Some of us can learn. Okay. It may have taken me a couple 100 years, but we're getting there. But I'm starting to think that the gods worth respecting are the ones that you can actually see rationally. Maybe that's just me.
The thing you guys already know about Usul, and this is based off of your religion checks last time you were down here, is Usul is viewed as steadfast and persistent. He doesn't change. And that is his entire aspect, is he is always the same. So what you see is what you get with Usul.
And just to put this in context, to smile is not that far away from bearing one's fangs. A desert baked by the sun could be said to be ever blessed by Usul's light, but
Indeed.
You wouldn't want your city to face such conditions.
And the thing is, Karth is currently blessed by Usul's light. Just so happens that the Sturges have eaten all the food. But they're working on it.
They're working on it.
All right. Do you guys have anything else for Usul?
Aber's just gonna thank him for his time and let him know he's going to make offerings to the next temple of Usul he sees, and that Usul has Amer's respect for what it's worth to him.
As you guys begin to step away, is there nobody else?
No,
okay.
Brendan doesn't know what to do. Brendan's gonna bow and just kind of make some gestures, trying to show respect.
Cool.
Probably look like an idiot.
Ushu's frame will stop being luminescent. His eyes will fade back to human, and he will nod. It is time for us to go. And he will gesture to the door.
Amer starts pandering out.
Yeah, any direct interaction with the gods where you walk away without your soul charred to ashes is a good one.
Disagree. Personal experience, disagree.
All right. So as you
What's the
guys,
plan?
yes,
Nah, I'm just asking the guys, what's the plan now?
I think people can talk to any temples they want to go visit.
Yeah,
While we're here.
as you guys withdraw from the Temple of Usul, Ushu will close the doors on the bright temple, returning the place into its dusky, semi-dark state.
Rose will look over to the literally the next temple over and just which is Anwa's, and just say, "Well, I know you said you don't want to talk to her, but this may be your one chance, Testu."
But you have to understand, Anwa is not the kind of god that you pray to look your way. Anwa is the kind of god you make sacrifices to so that they don't.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know Anwa very well. I think I
Yeah,
would.
yeah.
All the sneaking around at night we do, but nope.
No, she's your god.
Yes,
I won't gainsay your judgment on the matter.
Let's just say that there is a chance that Anwa firmly and deeply believes in the righteousness of my cause and the actions I'm doing on the material plane. There is also an equal chance that she simply forgot that I'm her high cleric, and I would, in that case, not like to remind her.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fickle gods
is
are
there-
fickle gods.
It's your religion. Yeah.
Yeah. Is
Yeah,
there...
and Eric, tell me if I'm going too far on this one.
I'm going to let you do whatever you think the character would do. I'm not going to dictate that whatsoever. I believe that pulls player agency completely out of the game and is how we ruin games. I believe that
There's your vision of Anwa, and then there's my vision, and
what matters here is not my vision of Anwa or your vision of Anwa, but Testu's vision of Anwa. And with that,
Right.
as long as we're loyal to the character, I'm fine with it. Because the way you have played Testu Dinade for the past months is he doesn't trust his own god because she is ever changing and fickle in his perception, which is valid, 100% valid. So this interpretation of, do I really want to go visit someone who could just flip on a dime? 100%. That's 100% valid. I'm not going to gainsay that at all, because that's exactly how we've established Testu Dinade viewing his own goddess or god. So
on the other hand, she might strip him of his divine powers, at which point he'd go and retire immediately.
There's a ton of options there. And honestly, I don't know which option would hit, because it's actually a D4.
I was gonna say,
Yeah,
yeah,
as long as you don't crack at that time of the month joke, I think you'll be fine. But it's ultimately it's Testu's decision. So yeah.
Yeah, I'd rather not trust my fate to a caltrop.
Right.
Yeah.
My cleric
Fair enough.
was quite a bit different. So like Eric, there's a lot of leeway, as long as it's not, I guess, blasphemous.
Mm-hmm.
And it depends
Oh,
on the
clerics.
god, etc. Go ahead, Rickard.
Yeah, clerics don't know their gods perfectly, I would assume.
Right. They understand their experiences perfectly. And that's where we want to go ahead and embrace Testu's experience with Anwa, which has been, a little bit on the fickle side. Valid. The Haven Sent is basically an Anwa relic that sends him to where he's needed. The Temple of Anwa is a little weird, frankly, where he's from. And so it's all this past involvement and trauma and experience with Testu that would allow him to 100% be dubious, at least. I think that's a good word for this, of entering the Plaza of the Gods and the High Temple of Anwa.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Speaking of the Heaven Sent. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
How about this? It's like having a family member who you love, but you know that when they say they'll be there at 5, they're not even remotely going to closely get there at 5.
Oh, the worst.
Until they actually do and surprise you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They might
So
be hammered.
they might be hammered, they might be drunk, they might bring their new girlfriend, they might be get married next time, who knows?
Yeah. Third time.
Yeah,
Third
like,
time,
one of them,
yes.
Good lord.
Brennan, that sounds like some personal trauma that I would love to hear about sometime.
Okay. Yeah. So, it ultimately Testu, yes. Just pointing. Though I do have a question. I'm unsure if when we went to visit your temple and it was, ruined. Is that normal? Is that like the Heaven Sent is gone? Should we be concerned about that, or is that like something you're gonna work on later?
I'm not worried. The heaven sent goes where it is needed, and it's not something possible to steal because if you are in possession of the heaven sent, you will be sent where the heaven sent thinks that you are most needed. And if you are trying to steal the heaven sent, that is probably not a good place.
I believe it was the Haven sent, if I remember
So yeah,
correctly.
Haven sent. Yeah, Haven sent.
Well, okay, so I just wanted to make sure that's not something we also have to work on. But if you have no desire, or do you have any desire to restore the temple to the way it was, or?
I mean, it'll go through. They go through cycles. You know, there'll come a point where Onwa's popularity is on the rise, and the temple will be restored, and it fades, and people go elsewhere. The tide comes in, tide goes out. You can either sail with it or stand against it, and we've seen what happens to those who try and stand against the tide. It's all about embracing the cycles and the balance. You know,
right.
life, death, light, dark, law, chaos. It goes through cycles. So long as nothing gets stuck. I mean, there was a druid I once knew, and he gave me this great advice about, a town that wanted to cut a path through a forest. And he said, yeah, I have no problem with that town cutting a path through the forest. The moment they have they cut that path, the forest starts regrowing it. The moment they stop maintaining it, the forest will reclaim it. And in the time scale of the forest, it's no worse than mowing the lawn. But the moment they try and use magic to stop the forest from reclaiming that path, then we're going to have a problem. And so that's the kind of thing that I'm fighting against. Places like Sunluma, where darkness has taken root in a way that is outside the balance. And I would be fighting the same way against, say, if you had a place of light that was against the balance.
Oh, I just wanted to make sure we weren't leaving a massive problem unaddressed. If you say it's not a problem, that's enough for me.
Let's just say that my people are prone to ulcers, so I have learned to just let it roll off my back, so to speak.
Like water off a duck's back. Got it. Okay.
Well, what about Nero? I don't think we need. There's a purpose to see Nero now.
Well, if Usul is going to be having your back, I mean, you are a daywalker, Rickard. So, I guess that makes sense.
I'm still not convinced Nero would be in favor of Rickard.
I mean, I don't know how all the dream stuff works, so I don't know if Nero would like it or hate it.
Might I suggest, instead of trying to find a deity who is adjacent to what currently exists, find something that uses your core competencies of your territory, but is a very different direction, such as a god of commerce.
And
who's the god of commerce?
Sorry, repeat that.
And who's the god of commerce?
Let me get that here.
Not farmers, commerce, like trade.
Yep.
Yeah, that's
Trade,
what I said.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
That's what I
That makes
said.
sense.
Commerce.
Well,
Yep.
having a god of commerce on your side is definitely a good thing. I don't think they're going to do a whole lot against Masaba.
I don't know.
So-
I'd say probably most creatures in civilization worship money on par with how much they worship the gods.
Okay, so would you guys know this?
Rose probably.
Rosewood, yeah.
I would.
Yes,
Commerce?
because of your political aspirations, you would
Oh,
know
really?
this. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, does the Plaza of the God not have like the big, mall style "You are here"
No.
directory signs?
No, what you've got instead is the mall cop, which is this guy, which is Ushu. So,
Time to become the demigod of signage.
so the god of wealth and business, commerce, is Kuzonth. But they're also the god of secrecy and business, and so not much is known about them. Because worshipping them would indicate revealing your business secrets.
Maybe that's the sort of god you have a private relationship with.
Right.
Rather than a temple.
Well, there is a temple here for Kuzonth.
Well, yeah, in the city proper.
Right,
rather
in the
than,
city
like,
proper, yeah, absolutely.
There's a temple for every god here, but like yeah,
In a city proper, it's, hey, look, this is what we do in the shadows.
great movie by the way.
Great TV series, for the record.
Is
Yeah.
is Kuzov like a Ferengi, like big ears or something? Has he got like the rules of acquisition?
He's depicted as a grung, a frog
Oh.
person.
Oh, it's not a Ferengi.
That's like the Toivoan Ferengi. Let's be real here.
Yeah.
God, I actually once had the printed book of all the rules of acquisition.
All 280 something of them. Yeah, wow.
Well, there were only about like 70 that were actually made in the show.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's actually a lot more than that now. It's like 140 or something.
Yeah. Wait, what is it? Customers. Are
Uh,
as rare as
good
Platinum.
good
are
customers
as rare
like-
as Platinum.
yeah, treasure them.
Yeah, treasure them. That's my favorite one.
I
Yeah,
love that
again,
one, and
I'm
I
not
use that one.
advocating for going for the God of Wealth and Commerce, but
It's just
going in a different direction versus a direct opposition to what is currently there might be far less of a struggle. And after all, they might love Mosaba, but they probably also love money.
I mean, yeah. If you're gonna court a god, this is the place to do it for your city.
So, on a different Echo's thinking, hey, he hasn't thought in this direction in quite a while. What dragon gods are here?
Ooh.
Well, there was Zarud, and then there was the guy in the center whose name we don't know, who blew
Right.
up his own temple.
Do you want to go there?
Yeah. So yeah, let's talk to the monk and find out what dragon gods are available, and how are they related to each other in the landscape? Are they close, in a particular region of town, or are they on the same city block? What's the
So
How
I
are
have
they
a whole
related?
bunch of names for the gods. As far as the relationships together, I actually don't have that all worked up yet.
Yeah.
I can have that to you
Yeah.
by next week. But
Well, just
Ushu will start
general- I mean,
listing
just-
names.
Yeah. So in general, what's which ones are here? Does
Oh, they're all
Baphomet
here.
have
All the gods are
couple
here.
except
And
for that one, I think.
except for
Dragon
Zarud,
Isn't it?
and Zarud's temple is destroyed.
Really, Zarud's temple was destroyed.
Yes.
So what was he the god of?
Time.
Time. That's right. Oh yeah, it was destroyed before, wasn't it?
Yes.
No.
No, that was the Dragon King.
The Dragon
Yeah,
King's one was destroyed before.
Yeah, Zarud's was right next to it. It was
Yeah.
the Dragon King's is in the center because he was like the oldest.
Yeah.
And it smashed.
It's smashed and destroyed in a heap of rubble.
Yeah, and Zarud's was next to it, and his looked like a giant black monolith.
Yeah. Just a
Um,
big black pillar.
What
And
else is next to it?
There's a variety of them. There's the Dragon of Life. There's the Dragon of Death. There's the Dragon of Beauty, etc. I need to get those all written up. I've got it on my to-do
Yeah.
list now for next week.
so,
What is-
go ahead.
Well, I know what Ricar's favorite dragon would be.
Oh,
Dragon D's nuts.
So the I guess this is going into a little bit of like a cosmology thing because we were told the temples of the gods like spiral outwards from the center in order of the gods' age. So
Correct.
I imagine all the dragons would kind of be in the center, near the center.
Near the center. Not
Yeah.
all of them. There are draconic temples that are new.
Okay, so there are new gods. New
Yes,
dragons.
there
That's
are
good.
newer gods that are not near the center, but would actually be out on the fringes. Which
But
is,
all the originals are near the center. Okay.
yes,
Bahamut. What is he? He's the platinum god. But what
that's
is
the
he
platinum god of Faerun, and
Yeah,
not in Toivoa.
Yeah, we can't do that.
Okay,
He-
so
He's been barred by a power even mightier than the gods.
Attorneys.
yeah, Echo would like to go to this timeless, to this
Zarud?
timeless god's fallen temple.
Okay, so we're going
and I
to
guess-
head towards the Temple of Zarud.
Yeah.
Pretty much right next
Are
door.
you-
so-
Are you thinking that one of these dragon gods might have interest in Vagardam?
No, not really. No, that's not exactly what I'm thinking.
All right.
One other thing to consider is we perhaps employ a historian and find out who was the god of Karth before Mosaba.
Can we just ask
Rickard?
Rickard's dad? Yeah, Rickard's dad. Or Rickard, he was there. Yeah, he would know.
Well,
Who
there's a
was the
statue-
god of Karth before Mosaba?
Before Mosaba, it was Usul.
Hey, we're returning Usul
Oh, okay.
paper.
Yeah, so that goes into the cycle. Like, look, it was Usul, then Mosaba. We're going back to Usul.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that lets you present it not as we are doing a new god, but rather we are returning to our roots. High
Like
clerics,
the
we're good at
costume.
marketing.
So
Yeah, before all the problems started, right?
so when we get there, let's find a place to take a long rest. We need to take a long rest anyway.
Okay.
And do we know how we're going to get out of here when we leave?
Well, last time
The bird god with his pillows. Rose
Yeah.
actually reaches into her bag and pulls out the black pillow that she still has. She uses it when she's trancing. Remember these pillows will carry us out through the hole.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
guess. Yeah, we can do that. Okay, so
I mean, they did
no,
before.
but I mean, like once we get back to the prime material plane, we're gonna have to teleport out, aren't we? Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Or we could walk to Asatoro. I mean,
or
Y'all wanna-
we can get ambushed by the Joseph's Eye.
oh
Yeah.
yeah, that's probably shit. That's
Probably what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
That's probably is gonna happen. Let's
I wonder if they're gonna fill the cave with black puddings like they did last time.
I don't know. That lady's dead, and she went out very miserably.
He is very dead.
And you know what? I will do what Cecilia did to that poor woman.
I don't remember. What did Cecilia do?
Cecilia commanded her to drink
grovel,
over and
yeah.
over.
Yeah.
To drink. So she was literally sitting there drinking out of her decanter while Gerard and I stabbed her to death.
Death. Yeah. That was a pretty rough way to go, to be honest. And it took a while too. She was tough, so yeah, it took. You were stabbing for like a good 20 seconds.
Yeah, we were stabbing for a while. All she could do was drink water and cry.
Yeah, that was yeah.
All right. So, you guys want to take a long rest on your way to the Temple of Zarud because it is several miles away?
That's pretty close by in here.
yeah, I think we should. Like I said, once we're done here, we're probably gonna have to fight and use. I mean, I don't have anything to teleport back. Once we get to the prime material plane, I can't teleport back yet. So.
I always have word of recall prepared.
Yep. That's good.
All right. So,
well,
do you
it
guys
doesn't
want
It's
to
very
leave?
emotionally relaxing to know that I can nope out at any time.
Do you guys want to leave the Temple of Usul before taking your long rest, like the front of it? Or do you want to rest along the way? Where do you want to rest?
Is there a god of resting?
Of course, there's a god of resting. God of
He's
sleep.
probably got.
Unfortunately, he's on the other side of the city.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, that's
either
probably
way.
the god of long rest. How about the god of short rest?
Yeah, not the god of
god of
second
napping.
breakfast. No.
Is there a god of meta mechanics?
I can totally see a demigod of napping, though.
Around here, because you guys are near the center, you would not have access to Vulpus Dignus. So no there. You wouldn't have access to that one. No, not nearby here.
No, we could. I mean, it's. Usul, would it be inappropriate for us to rest here in the streets?
Ushu will tell you that it is perfectly fine.
Yeah. Sorry, I said Usul. Ushu, yeah.
The mistake, he's used to that because he's literally
Literally
manifesting the various gods.
Yeah. All right. So, I mean, are there any benches here, or is it just
Oh no, no benches.
buildings and road?
Buildings and road.
Okay.
It's not a comfort place.
Yeah, just. I bet I do know where there's a bench. The god of benches. Or The god of furniture. There we go. I'm sure that
Oh.
one has a bench.
That one would
the
have
god of
benches.
architecture.
Yeah. So
So
We can take a long rest.
How are-
Though, yeah.
how are these, as we, as conversation while we're resting or, on the road and walking, how are these temples built? I mean, where do they come from?
they are built
How
upon the
is-
faith of the worshippers.
Oh, I see.
Should
they
one
start-
should a god lack worshippers, the temple crumbles.
Oh,
Is it? I mean, is one worshiper enough, or
One, if their faith is strong enough, can raise a temple to the sky.
Interesting. I out of character. Eric told us Zarud's temple was smashed, so we don't know that it's currently destroyed, right?
Right.
I mean, unless we can see it from here.
You can see the absence of it from here.
Oh. I mean, it was pretty noticeable.
Yeah.
It stood out amongst all the others because it was actually pretty
Very,
looking,
very
like-
tall.
like
And-
2001 Space Odyssey looking kind of thing.
Indeed.
Well, Rose will ask, Ushu, actually, now that I'm noticing it, what happened to the Temple of Zarud?
It has crumbled. It will return in time. But for the moment, it was destroyed by children.
Those are my kind of children.
I mean, to be fair, he was very rude to me, but
You didn't let me in.
so does that mean there's no one worshiping him in Toivoa right now?
Their faith has been shaken
Ah,
because
Because
of
their
this.
their god was defeated. I see.
Indeed.
Interesting.
When one's faith is defeated, the temple crumbles. Your faith broken. Thus, the temple here is impacted. Their power wanes until it is rebuilt through the faith of the worshippers.
Well, any building will eventually fall if it's not built upon a strong foundation.
Ushu nods at you.
So, is there a god of gods?
Ushu looks at you. Most astute question. The god of gods.
Or gives a little high five to mine.
Yeah. He has a very long beard and
He points to the center of the plaza. You can see down the street to the center, and there is a massive ruin. The King of Dragons is dead. None worship him.
dead. I thought he left.
who was he?
And with
His
the god
name is
being
forgotten
dead and
to his
leaving, it's not
worshippers.
that difference.
What'd you say, Eric?
His name is forgotten.
Rose pulls out the little monk statue that she had. I was under the impression that he left because he smote his own temple.
He
And
did.
he destroyed it. And I mean, I remember viewing this rock's memory.
He did.
He was disappointed.
And without faith, without worshippers, gods die.
Do you know why he did it?
Reasons of the gods are not mine to determine. I am but a medium to speak their voice to the visitors of the plaza.
Yeah,
You know,
Rose
I've-
will. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, I've known quite a few mediums in my day. There was a halfling medium I knew, and he was quite a nice fellow, but he got in trouble with the law and had to flee.
Yeah,
so he's
short, medium, and
small,
large.
medium
Yes.
at law.
Yeah.
This is just, it just glowers at you ruining the one joke you get to tell to the medium.
which is funny because my mother's name is Miriam, and in Spanish it comes out as medium. So, and she's only 5'2", so she's a small, medium at large.
Yeah, just so they will just gesture at Rose. See that? That's what happens when you have too much wisdom. You can't even appreciate a joke.
I'm sorry. It's just I've heard it before. Rose will pull out the statue and she will examine the memories of when that stone, because it remembered being smote. It was like way back near the beginning of this story it has. Because I remember it was like it felt it didn't feel upset because it's a rock, but
Right.
like it felt the like what was the because I remember you described it and this was like a year and a half ago.
It
so
felt
I don't
troubled,
remember. Yeah.
and it felt concerned.
And then was there? Did it get a look at the god, or was it just
No,
smashed?
just smashed. Yeah.
All right. Yeah. So yeah, all I know is that it was upset. It was a very upsetting thing. So I mean, presumably, that's why the dragon killed himself. And he was the first god.
He was the first. He was who all others are based upon. The foundations have been shaken, but the faith of the faithful holds them together.
It's an interesting mystery.
He nods.
So, Brennan wants to clarify because now he doesn't know anything about gods, and so he's saying, "You mean to tell me the first god was a dragon?"
In form, yes.
To be fair, it's a fun aesthetic. I mean, horns, wings, claws, tail. What's not to love?
No, I mean, this is to Brennan. Dragons have just been like prey to kill. So we had a conversation a while ago with Echo Rex. Yeah. So these are like little revelations to the character.
Yeah, for Brennan, the character, dragons are slowly. It's a realization that he's coming to over the span of the entire campaign that dragons could be intelligent and actually have personalities as opposed to simply being foes to be slain.
Yeah. I mean, one is protecting his mother.
Right.
You know, like all these little things. Yeah.
It's been a whole bunch of character growth for him as far as his relationship with dragons in general. I love it. I think it's great.
So, what about time here? I think last time we talked that in the Plaza of the Gods, time is different,
Indeed.
or acts different, or how is it different?
Now, time is broken.
Jeez, that's not a good thing.
Meaning that really it doesn't exist. I mean, everything is now. Everything is in this moment. The moment doesn't progress.
I do not understand. There is no before, there is no after. Time itself does not exist. It has been shattered. You may return before you left, or years later. Should time be repaired and restored, perhaps it will flow once again smoothly.
Okay.
Turn years later, not again.
You guys,
That
you guys want to do a long rest?
well, I don't think it matters.
Maybe not
at
in
this
the
point.
place where time's broken.
Well, I
Well,
mean,
Echo,
I think we're already here. I don't think because time's broken. Like it.
so we can rest. We can rest, and our being will be refreshed, regardless of whether the sun and the moon are circling our position. Right?
Well, we're not in the prime material plane, so there is no sun and moon.
Right. I mean,
Well, they're
we
right
can
over
still
there in the
rest.
temples,
Our-
but you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, whoa,
our
don't say that
being-
too close to the temple.
Yeah. Well,
In the sky.
But as far as the mechanics of this, you guys can take a long rest here.
And then
Yeah, I think we
suddenly
should.
we're in the sci-fi setting. When we get out.
No, that's
and
this
for
coming
Echo to do
Saturday,
what
by
he-
the way.
and for Echo for what he wants to do, he's going to have to take a long rest.
Okay.
That's fine.
Cool. So you
So-
guys can go ahead and take a long rest. You guys have expressed that you wanted to do so, and we've done a lot of talking already. So let's go ahead and have you take your 8-hour rest here.
Echo, are there any particular dragon gods you want to talk to, or do you have some sort of
Well,
do you have some
yeah,
sort
to
of
some
plan?
degree. Yeah, to some degree, I really do.
Well, makes sense.
But I wanted to be prepared for it.
Prepared. Are you worried that something might happen?
No, just I don't know if I'll get this chance again, but maybe I will. I mean, I know how to get back here. Maybe someday I can come back after Vagradan's vanquished and everything's set right, and maybe in my retirement I can come back. But for the time being, I just don't know that I'll ever be back here. So I just have something I want to do before I leave. So Eric, we head out to this fallen temple of this dragon king.
Right.
And in the absence of a platinum dragon god of justice,
Mhm.
Echo's going to use the wish spell,
Oh,
and he's going to cast Temple of the Gods, and he's going to create a temple to Amarazi, the gold dragon of justice, the Lord of the Horizon.
Oh,
In this
damn.
does Amarazi? Well,
Oh.
does Amarazi? Oh, wow.
Here's the fun part. Oh,
Is there
man.
already one here? Oh shit! This has
No, he's not a god yet until Echo Rex decides to do this.
yeah. Does Echo Rex believe enough in Amarazi?
Man, we are going to
Echo
go
Rex
through
believes-
this.
Yeah,
No.
Echo Rex worships Amarazi as if he was
Right.
a god. He believes
Okay,
that he should be.
Huh.
He's not. He should be.
right.
He has returned multiple times after being killed and slain, and he can't be slain.
Yep.
He's not going to be slain.
Okay. So,
Huh.
you are going to wish for a temple to Amaria Rosie and to allow Amaria Rosie to ascend to godhood as the
Yeah,
god
the-
of good and justice.
Yeah. The only thing that's within Echo's real technical ability is to create the temple and to worship Amarazi.
Right?
As far as making Amarazi a god, I don't know that I can do that.
Oh, well, yeah, we can totally do this. All right.
Huh.
So, okay.
Well, you make them a god for 24 hours.
I was literally just talking to Eric yesterday about like, oh, it's crazy when it's to be prepared because sometimes players throw you for a loop and then Echo does.
All right. So,
Another
we're-
interesting thing here is you're right. It only lasts for 24 hours, but time is broken here. I don't know if it's going to go away. There
oh
is no
man,
tomorrow.
this is so cool. All right. Echo
Eric,
Rex.
you want a minute to like think about like how to do this?
Oh no,
please?
like this is not beyond what I expected Echo to do. It's just I didn't expect him to do it now. This absolutely jives with where I thought Echo was going to go at the end of the campaign. Like, hey, look, Eric, I want my GM boon at the end of the campaign to do this.
Yeah.
All right, so we're going to go ahead and do that now. Awesome. So we are going to start, sir, with you use this spell to create the Temple of Emery Rosie. So we trigger part A, then your strength score drops to 3. So I need 2d4 technically. Just so 2d4 from you. And we're going to modify this number because time is currently broken. So, time is currently broken. So I'm going to roll 2d4 for time. And we're going to change your number based off of what I roll. If it's higher than 6, it will be extended. If it's lower than 6, your days will be reduced by that. Cool?
Okay. Yep.
All right. So you will have your strength reduced for 4 days. Cool?
Okay. Cool.
All right. So just trying to play with times broken.
Yep.
All right. And then far behind you, a temple to Amaria Rosie will be formed. And I need you to go ahead and roll a religion check to tell me about your faith.
Yeah. So before
Yes, sir.
Echo believes that before he was ever really formed, that Amarazi was calling out to him,
Sure.
even from the grave.
Okay.
You know, he was born and ostracized by his clan, by his tribe, and he's had these memories of Amarazi in his head since he was a child.
All right.
And he's always believed that he was Amarazi. And then when he found out that Amarazi was a being of his own, that he's died several times and come back, he realized that Amarazi is not killable. He is the dragon god of justice.
So with
And
that
so-
argument, I'm going to grant you the advantage on the roll.
Okay. And
Echo is
A
devoted his whole life.
29 religion.
Nice.
A towering temple behind you springs up on the edges of the Plaza of the Gods, golden and shining, illuminated from within. It's beautiful.
Huh.
Amaria Rosie is now the newest god.
Would you like to consult Tested in a Day's expert marketing on this?
Now,
Because there's probably other gods who like Usil has the justice, so dragon god of justice. Now perhaps the god of salvation, the symbol of light brought forth from the darkness.
oh, but that's not what he said.
I know.
And the thing is, a lot of these gods already have like overlapping.
Yeah, there's overlapping
domain.
god domains.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
lastly, as the last thing we're going to do for today, I'm going to ask Echo Rex to please roll 1d6, and on a 1 or 2, you lose the ability to cast Wish ever again.
Yeah, I mean, Rose is just sitting there with her legs crossed.
All right.
Oh yeah.
You do not
yeah.
lose the ability to wish. Apparently, your wish was good enough. So,
oh,
Huh.
yeah, very good.
Like
How's it?
Is like Plaza like shaking from all this happening? Like, I mean,
you will
we're
feel
witnessing
a
the birth
rumble.
of a new god. So
The plaza itself doesn't shake. None of the faith of the other people is shaken by this. So, no. However, you will feel the rumble in the street of the temple rising from the ground. Because it's literally a grassroots faith that is growing. It's awesome. Really, really
Very
cool
good.
moment.
that is
So,
something you don't
Well,
see.
Echo
every
Echo
day.
Rex-
is going to put a claw on Echo Rex's shoulder and say, "Welcome to the High Clerics Club. I'm so sorry."
And Echo Rex, you'll gain inspiration because I thought that was a super cool moment and a super cool thing to do.
Thank you. Yeah, my first thought was to create just an altar,
Right.
and I was going to use like move stone or whatever that is, where you shake
Yeah.
stone, and create an altar. And then I ran into this spell on the cleric spell list, and I was like, "Oh, there we go.
Yep.
That's the one."
All right.
So, good
Cool,
deal.
guys. Then what we're going to do is we're going to end it here because I don't have time to get you through any of the other temples here that you guys want to visit. I also want to get the Draconic Pantheon for you guys so you have that access next week because I know you guys are interested in that stuff.